everybody, to another week of F Buddies with Mike and Andy. Mike Wendt, Andy Ferg. Of course, the F is for food. We are the food show you deserve. Thank you to our sponsors this week, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, Ben Franklin Print Company in Middleton, Twist of Fate Brewing in Danvers, Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, the world-famous Cabaret Lounge, Route 1 in Peabody. Peabody in the Biddy.
The Biddy.
Nick's Pizza Subs and Roast Beef on Essex Street in Beverly. And Priority Capital, making your world our priority. Andy, how you feeling, buddy?
I am still on what you would call struggle street.
Yeah.
I'm on day two of a serious hangover right now. More of I guess it was like a bender that I ended.
Yeah.
But because it was so bad, I kept restarting it to feel better. And we're still here doing the restarting of the bender to feel better right now.
Not counting pre-podcast chug, when was your last beer?
Oh, last night.
Okay.
Last night at like 11:30. So I was jittery.
So you didn't even like push pause for a day and just try to cleanse that shit out.
Well, I took my wife to dinner last night to thank her for her tireless efforts on Sunday.
Falling to pieces.
Falling to pieces, yes. And I'm also drinking Twisted Fate Nighthawk and Dragon.
I got one of those on deck, actually.
So I took my wife to dinner last night. It was kind of an unplanned. What the fuck who are these fucking losers?
Keep going.
Oh, these fucking people, these fucking losers in the chats. Go fucking kill yourself, you fat idiot. Anyways, we had an unplanned date night last night, so I took her out to dinner to Berry Tavern and got some chicken palm.
Chicken palm?
Had a few glasses of bubbly. You know.
They do the chicken palm how she can eat it?
No, I had chicken palm.
Oh,
she
okay.
had something else. She had like fucking,
I was going to say, goddamn.
No, what's it called? 1 in 10 Grill and Saugus can do her chicken palm.
I know they're pretty good with the gluten and stuff, but I didn't expect Berry Tavern to be that way.
No, Berry Tavern gave her short ribs.
Yeah. God,
someone wants to fight.
Tasty.
Someone wants to fight me again. I love this.
Oh, good.
The people that I like. My favorite losers in America are the Instagram commenters during a live video, because their comments get deleted by Instagram. Like it's automatic.
I mean. It's a positive and a negative, of course, because there is just a vitriol of hate scrolling up there for the next 2 hours. But like sometimes, you want to go back and see, okay, what did everybody say? Like Facebook leaves it all, but Facebook's a lot more fun.
Go comment on Facebook. No one cares about you on Instagram. Your comments are already gone. They go. They disappear. No one cares. You're a fucking fat loser. Get a life. You remember this? You're watching me.
The Facebook. He's like, "Am I in the wrong chat?" Instagram has the losers. Don't worry about it. Stay where you are. They'll be over soon.
The only thing with Facebook is I don't have my iPad. It's down. It's upstairs.
Oh, okay.
So we had FERG Fest on Sunday, Mike. You flew in for the event.
Fuck yeah, I did.
You fucking flew in like a legend.
Fuck yeah, I did.
I'm still kind of
and I
baffled.
Flew in on time this time.
You did.
I didn't show up fucking Sunday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, you're talented at getting the things late. So, anyways, we had a fucking great day.
It was fucking amazing.
The turnout was phenomenal, and up until like a couple hours before, I was still kind of shitting egg rolls. Like, is this going to happen? Is this going to work out? Because I knew last minute ticket sales would be good, but you never know. What's going to happen if they're actually going to show up and fucking do it. And I needed to make a certain number to make my nut. Yeah. To where I didn't waste my time.
Yeah. Because we've talked, I know we've definitely talked extensively off here. I think we've mentioned it a few times on air, not in very specifics, but the fact that there was a point of, it was a number where you broke even, you didn't lose any money. And then there was when you started making money. And then when you really made money. Yeah. How did you do, rough estimate? Because I know you haven't got the money yet.
I haven't. We broke the ticket sales number on the Eventbrite website by about 40 tickets. So that's good.
So you made your money back.
I did. I made my investment back. Because what people didn't understand, they still probably never will, is everything that happened that day cost me money.
Right.
in order to fill that place. Like that stage wasn't free. Clancy wasn't free nor cheap. The BA-Man guy is not free
or cheap.
Yeah, or cheap. The Converse outlet, even though they don't know the words of their own songs, they're not cheap.
Yeah,
they're actually really reasonable. But
yeah,
no, not like the dunk tank wasn't free.
No,
so I had to make a certain number, and that guest was 200 people. I needed 200 people to show up, buy tickets ahead of time, so that when I got to that point, I could actually say, okay, we did it.
Right.
We made our money.
Right.
Now we didn't waste money. Now it's time to sell some merch. Make some money back.
Right. Make a profit.
And we did. We made a profit. We turned a profit on the first annual FERG Fest.
There you go.
We had a fucking ridiculous day.
It was gorgeous.
It was the most fun I've had in a while.
Out, by the way.
The fucking day was beautiful.
Yeah.
First, let me thank True North Ales for fucking being phenomenal.
Yep.
Like they rolled out the red carpet, and I could not ask for a better host.
Yeah.
A venue host.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning, when I first talked to them about doing this, because they were the right place based on venue size. Obviously, if we could have done a Twisted Fate, I would have asked Dave in a heartbeat. But Dave's in Danvers, and they have fucking stupid rules about outdoor shit. So he couldn't have had it at his place unless we wanted 50 people.
Yeah, we talked to him because we were there Saturday.
We
with Dave at Twisted Fate, and that was a surprise to me because he does have that back parking lot, but the city just doesn't allow it.
They will not let you use it.
Yeah, that sucks.
So I pivoted to not plan B, but just a better plan where we could go to a place. And I was thinking about, I wanted North Shore, obviously, because that's
your home base.
That's my home base, and I'm not going to Bentwater again because
Yeah.
Those fuckers decided to.
They thought they didn't need you.
Yeah, they did. It turns out.
But how many other events have they done since then?
Zero.
Oh.
So they did try to plan one once.
They did.
Didn't work out. Yes, they did. So I hit up True North months ago. Walked around the place. They showed me everything. I said, "This place is perfect. Let's talk finances." They said, "It's free if you give us enough people." I said, "I can do that."
Yeah.
So. But the day of, like when I got there, they were I got there at 11 in the morning on Sunday. They were already Johnny in the spot, filling up the fucking dunk tank. They already had shit everywhere.
Yeah.
They had, they were just ready for it.
Yeah.
The stage was already being built. It was really like, I got there. I'm like, I just got to put together some fucking shit and set my table up and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And it was so awesome. And
it was fantastic. It was funny because I got there in 12:30, quarter of one-ish. And I'm inside. I'm talking to Doug, one of the bartenders at True North, who we've been going back and forth since Wicked Bites days. Like he listened to the radio show and he's like, "Oh, you got to come down. You got to come down. You got to come down." It just timing never worked out. I was always headed to the Cape on Sunday as opposed to the other direction. So it was nice to finally meet him and hang out and chat. But as we're doing that, you walk by and I look up. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing on the TV?" That
was so surprising.
They were just not only were they just streaming random videos of you, but it was your COVID videos.
That was my YouTube shit that I haven't posted in years on. It was me eating fucking spicy mustard, drinking pickle martinis when I had COVID and couldn't taste anything.
Do it on the TV.
That was that, and then they did Craig's video. Was fucking epic, fucking, movie, his beef movie.
Yeah.
Craig was there. Hopefully, we can see footage at some point.
Yeah.
I kind of conned him into taking video footage. He wasn't there to take footage.
Yeah, but come on, he loves that shit. You can tell when he gets going and he's running around with that fucking camera, he loves that.
Oh,
shit.
He was having a blast.
Yeah.
He just when he
Trust
walked
me,
up,
I spent
I asked
an afternoon with him doing it. He loves that shit.
I asked him, I go, "Did you bring a good camera just in case I need you to do some filming?" He goes, "Yeah," and he seemed a little apprehensive. And I go, "No, if you don't want to, don't worry. Just if you have the camera and you want to do some stuff, I would love it." And then all of a sudden, I look out, he's fucking everywhere.
Everywhere.
He's putting cameras to everyone's faces.
He's got the whole Clancy performance.
You know what it is he does though? He takes so much footage, and all of a sudden now he's got to.
Well, but that's not uncommon. I mean, it's one of those things. That doesn't surprise me just coming from the business. It's like for a half-hour show, you probably have over 30, 40 hours of footage.
Yeah, I know. It's just
edited down to 30 minutes.
That's the bitch of anything you do with video editing. It's a fucking nightmare.
We've done 6 to 9 hour shoots for a 3-minute segment.
That's stupid.
You know what I mean? It's just you got to do what you got to do.
Well, that show did put out some high quality programming.
Well,
for those years, so they did that. A good guy. One guy was pretty good.
They used to have 3 minutes per episode.
One guy was pretty good. Another guy, not so much. Yeah, a lot of hair plugs.
Anyway,
so let's kind of go timeline wise. So it started at 2.
Yeah.
But the party started well before too. Like so many people got there early, which was fucking awesome. Like
so the party started about 1:15 Saturday afternoon.
Yeah,
at
true.
Twisted Fate.
That's true.
Okay, so this is a good question because my memories get a little spotty after Fins because we went Twisted Fate, longboards, Fins.
Yes.
Did we go to another bar between there and the Cabaret?
No, Cabaret was next.
Because I'm sitting there like, did we just go straight to the Cabaret or did we go to another bar? Well, okay, we went straight to the Cabaret. Okay.
Yeah, I went to the Cabaret and made friends with that girl, the girl that hates us.
Yeah,
that hated us.
That was not a spotty moment where I could have sworn we apologized, but you confirmed that she didn't accept it the first night. But then I got a text Monday that we're cool.
I think she accepted the first night, but I wasn't positive of that, so I double checked on Sunday. You know, I'm a man of the people, and I had to go back on Sunday to make sure she liked us.
Okay,
because I wanted, I don't want that beef.
No, absolutely not.
And turns out her and I are pals, even though I still can't post the picture.
Well, you know what?
I asked again.
The next time we'll stage it.
She told me that
with the intention of posting it.
She'd do another one.
For what?
No, so I could post it.
So she just doesn't like how she looks in the picture.
No, she doesn't want that picture because she's got principles.
Meaning
that because we didn't ask permission, I didn't ask permission. That picture's now gone. Oh,
sake.
That's what I'm gathering.
All right. Well, we'll see how it goes in July.
But yeah, so me, you, and Mrs. Ferg on Saturday went there.
Yep.
Had a real good time. One of the strippers tried to take me and Mrs. Ferg back to the back room and have a 3-way lap dance, and I didn't. What was weird though is that particular one, that Brazilian chick, is wicked playful, and she's been there for years. Mm-hmm. And every time we go to my Christmas party, she remembers me from previous Christmas party. And I'm like, if a fucking stripper recognizes me, this is not going to end well.
Here's the thing, sir. That's just good customer service.
Yeah, she's great. But she's the one that tried to bring me, Mrs. Ferg, back behind the curtain.
Yeah, that you do.
Which I would have just sat there and watched because I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting in the middle. I mean,
Mrs. Ferg found it very funny when one of the strippers called me Aquaman.
Yes, she did. Yes, Aquaman.
In a fantastic accent.
Yeah. That was so Twisted Fate was great on Saturday afternoon. Dave was just fucking ripping beers down with us.
It was fantastic.
Pre-gamed hard. I wasn't planning on pre-gaming that hard before the big event, but I did not behave myself that night.
No, I highly suggest after listening or watching this, head over to Craft Beer Mafia and look for Andy's video posted Saturday night. Listen.
I was so
you said listen 47 times in a 2-minute video. And you really only said a few words. It was listen, shit, fuck. Listen, shit, fuck. Fuck, shit. Listen. That's it. Repeat.
And I laughed a lot.
You laughed a lot. You were so
I was
drunk.
amusing myself. Well, I when I came home, I was feeling a little behind because try to behave myself a little bit so I could transfer people around. And so I got after it hard at home, and then decided I'm going to go outside and chug a beer for no reason.
As you do.
And then probably ruined the next day.
You seemed fine when I saw you.
Well, I drank one of those Dunkin' Donuts meth drinks.
Oh, okay. That was good.
Yeah, that was straight. I was on crystal that day.
Put a little lead in your pencil, huh?
Yeah. So 1 o'clock. I think by 1 o'clock we had like 40 people already there and drinking and partying because the place opened at noon.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, at that point, it was the usual suspects.
Yeah, exactly.
It was me. It was Dan Bob. It was Fitzy. Tashi was there. It was the usual group of people. And then of course, Brendan and them were setting up already.
Yep.
Joe was there.
Joe was God. What a godsend he was.
His whole outfit. I was just like, God damn.
He's a lot.
It was what I was mesmerized with. I never brought it up to him because I didn't want to call that much attention. But he had a koozie that was like a glove. It was a koozie that you put your fingers through. It was almost like I know he was talking to me, but the whole time I'm just like, he's got his fingers in that. That's wild.
He also had a fanny pack on.
God love him.
He had antacids. He had Advil. He had, I think, probably psychotropic drugs.
If you can rock a fanny pack without any fucking shame or irony, God bless.
He wore that fanny pack proudly. But no, when he got there, I was trying to figure out, this fucking feather banner you can see here, right? This thing.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I guess. It comes unassembled, and I've never assembled one.
Well, sure he has.
It didn't have instructions. He walked up, and I said, "Thank fucking God you're here. Put these together." And he did it in like 2 minutes because he knows how to do it.
Oh, you already had all that stuff before he showed up.
Yes, I picked everything up beforehand. I had everything.
Oh, okay.
He just showed up to help me, and the stage people put the fucking banner on the stage, which was awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Great.
And I walked in and saw that stage and went, "Holy fuck, that's a real fucking stage. We are not fucking around."
Yeah. Well,
even Clancy,
the after Clancy photo, thank God it was a real stage. There was a lot of weight up on that motherfucker.
Yeah, we had. I mean, let's think about this. This is what 12 of us up there.
We're averaging. Everyone's over 250.
Yeah, I'd say over 3,000 pounds were on that stage. It's a lot of weight.
A good stress test right there.
Concentrated weight.
Because nobody even thought twice about the weight on the stage.
Nope, no one thought about it. I didn't even consider it. But so yeah, it was fucking the help. It was funny though, was I wanted help beforehand, but I didn't need a ton of hands. I just fold shirts, organize stuff, help my wife with the door, and I had to be everywhere all at once because
what's your show, man?
My phone was blowing up. They were asking me questions. I was printing stuff, and it was funny as Tashi was helping, and she's like, "How much more do you need from me?" Because you could tell she wanted to have some fun. I'm like, "Sure, I don't need anything from you. You helped her. You helped me set up. I don't need you to work the table. My daughter's got it. Her friends got it. My wife's got it. We got it. I had Mrs. Dan Bob's daughter too helping.
Yep.
And she goes, "Well, I'm just asking so I can see how high I can get."
Yeah, she mentioned it a couple times. And
I go, "You can get jump town high, Tashi." You can get as high as you fucking want. Go have fun. Because at that point, I didn't need any help.
Honestly, that was around the time, because she mentioned that to me. That was around the time I showed up. Because my intention, I was texting Joe about it too. I'm like, he's like, "When are you showing up?" I'm like, "I'm going to shoot for noon, probably get there 12:30, 1 o'clock." Because my intention, of course, I'm in town. I'm going to help you out if you need it. Sure, but I showed up and I'm talking to Tasha. I'm like, "This looks fucking good, man. You don't think he needs anything? Time to get a beer."
No, we got there early. I got there at 11. Started working, doing my thing.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get there by 10, but the previous night's antics prevented that from happening.
I think we're all on the same page. Everybody had the time they were shooting for, and it was an hour later when they showed up.
That's fine. Exactly. Hey, if I shot early, 10 was aggressive, so 11's good.
Yeah.
That gave me 3 hours. It was funny. My wife kept texting me, "Where are you?" I'm like, "What do you need? I'm everywhere." Like if you'll see me run by in a second. I didn't really sit much.
Right.
I mean, I went live a couple times. I yelled at some people. I sat with Justin and Kelly for about 2 minutes. I hid for a minute with them. The Marios.
Yep.
Yeah, I hid from that with them for a minute. We should have invited them on Saturday night. What the fuck? What are we doing?
By the time one of us said Cabaret, we were both just gone.
My wife said Cabaret first.
More than likely, yeah. It was obviously it was at Finn's. It had to be.
Yeah, it was that. Obviously, was what I was going to say next. I was leading to it, but she's like, "Are we going to the Cabaret?" I go, "You bet your fucking ass we're going to the Cabaret." I was about to ask you if you wanted to go to the Cabaret, so yeah, we're going to the fucking Cabaret.
Yeah.
But I mean, running down the day without beating it to death, we had the dunk tank.
We did.
Some little kid got in there, and he was actually the manager of True North's son, the first one in the dunk tank.
I did not even know that happened.
Little redhead got in there, and I said, "I'm going to throw one ball today. One shot. See you later, kid. Take a swim." And I walked away with the arms up. And I was done. But then once we got Dan Bob in a denim Speedo in the dunk tank.
Fucking amazing.
The day was just he was a champion.
He really was.
An absolute champion that day. He didn't make much of a fool of himself. He made just enough of a fool of himself to keep the legend alive, but not be divorced.
Yeah. The point post dunk tank. Now, if you didn't know he was wearing a Speedo because this tank top was long enough, he was basically Donald Ducking the rest of the fucking time.
Yes.
He was pantsless Dan Bob. No shoes, no pants, just a fucking a Beefomania tank top. It was fucking hilarious. And so sunburned. Holy shit. He was lobster pink.
He didn't wear sunscreen, I don't think.
What can you say about FERG Fest? It was very white. Holy shit.
That
was brought up quite a few times when we had the circle out front early on. It's like, Jesus. And I think it was Fitzy and Delano were fucking passing around the sunscreen, and it's like, okay, I'm good. I'm well cooked at this point, but no, yeah, it was very white.
there was an issue with the party with a lot of things. A lot of sausage.
A lot of dick. Yeah.
Mostly white dick, all white dick.
Allegedly one that most people didn't know about.
Okay, that's true. We did have one. Okay, we'll get to that in a few minutes.
But hey, that adds inclusivity.
There was a secret dick, and that person wasn't white, so we had ourselves a fucking multiple
a couple of boxes there.
Yeah. We had letters, boxes checked. Everything was good. And we have a youth problem.
You're old.
We're old. We're fat. We have to find some youth so we can keep this going. I mean, we're gonna die at some point. Look at us. We're fat.
It's true.
I mean, my cholesterol's 7,000. I gained 8 pounds in the last like 4 days.
Really?
I just waited this morning. It's a bad number.
Not even gonna try.
All in my face right now. Just everything's in my face.
I was not even gonna attempt the fucking scale. Fuck that.
I want to know. Like, I want to roll my night day right now. I'm gonna weigh in.
Yeah.
All right. So we had that 2:00. It started. Dan Bob in the dunk tank. Then I think the Converse outlet with Brendan. I think they.
Had you already got into dunk tank when they?
No, I went after them.
After the okay.
Yeah,
because Mike Sullivan jumped in between the two of you.
No, he was after me.
Was he after you?
He was after me. Yeah, because I wanted to get him before.
This is where the spots come in.
I wanted to make sure he didn't break it. He's a big dude.
It's funny because I didn't do it with Dan Bob. I was basically across the parking lot with Festa and Will, and they made quick friends. They're basically,
of course,
they're best friends now. So I didn't do it with Dan Bob, but definitely with you and definitely with Sullivan, I pulled that fucking bar. But here's the thing with it, because I knew I was trying to be funny with it, but I knew full well if I got a ball in my hand, someone was going to get hurt. I was not going to hit the target or even anything near the target. Fucking.
Did you see my daughter's throws?
No,
my daughter threw twice.
Spotty.
Awful.
Spotty.
Awful. I told her she can't throw anymore. I said, no, you're done.
That might have been one of the ones I pulled the bar on you. But here's the thing.
It may have been.
I'm behind
she hit the building behind me.
I'm behind the fucking dunk tank. I'm pretty sure I was with Harambe at that point.
Okay.
And I don't know if we were having a conversation or not, but all that was going through my head was, all right, so just pull on that thing lightly, because if you pull too hard and break the fucker, you're going to ruin the goddamn day. That's all that's going through. And it's just like, clink, nice, nailed it. Did
I actually get dunked?
I did.
Multiple people.
Did it to you twice, yeah.
But multiple people tried to dunk me via that, and I blocked most of them by just sitting back.
No, I got you twice.
Did you? Yeah, I was like Colette tried him, and then she got too close. I just soaked her, like, you idiot.
Yeah,
I'm
got
in
you
a
twice.
bucket of water.
Once was altruistic. Once was because there was a kid throwing at you, and he was just not coming anywhere close.
That's the one I dunked with one try, and then I was shitting on him.
Okay, yeah. So I pulled on him.
Hey, 9-year-old, go fuck yourself. He was help setting. I think he was a little legend, but
yeah,
I was doesn't
have an arm. He's not gonna doesn't have the makings of a varsity athlete.
The only one that actually got me was Gillis.
Then he's got a fucking arm
on his third try. It's in my video I'm posting later on.
He got, I think it is either Dan Bob or Sullivan on the first fucking try. It had to be Dan Bob because I was still back with Festa.
If he didn't get me, he would have to give his shirt up. He had a Ken Griffey Jr. shirt on.
He was Ken Griffey'd out. He had the fucking Mariners hat on, for Christ's
sake.
Yeah,
like it didn't say Mariners, it said the kid. Yeah, he's.
I bet if we talked to him, I bet the sneakers were matching too.
Oh yeah, he's from Malden. No sneakers matched. Malden drip.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Danny got me on the third try, and I was shit talking so hard, and then all of a sudden I'm swimming. What are you gonna do? You know, that's the point of it. I did. There you go. I did the first fall though. Probably the one that you fucking pushed the lever on.
Mm-hmm.
I think I broke my toe, or I stubbed it, or I created a gout issue because I can't really walk right now, which is nice. I don't fucking know. I whacked my toe real hard, and I didn't know there was a step inside the dunk tank, so I was climbing it like a fucking idiot. And then I found the step after like 40 times being dunked.
You had a fucking dunk tank injury.
I do. Oh, I'm not. That's how old I am. I'm not many years old. And then what? So I guess after, so the band was a pain in the ass to me.
Which one?
Clancy. The fucking Brendan didn't bother me once. Clancy, he's a diva.
Because Brendan forgetting the words bothered Billy.
Oh geez, yeah. So I'm running around getting the other band pizzas and beefs and waters and printing things for them, and doing showrunner shit.
Yeah.
And then finally, I get to go over to Brendan. They're doing the North Shore Beef song with Billy. Yeah, and Brendan fucking butchered his own song, a song he wrote.
He bricked the words, and Billy was screaming at him.
Billy walked off.
He just fucked off, which, okay, couldn't have been saved better, because in walks pantsless, shoeless Dan Bob. I'm going to sing now.
I stopped filming because I had to go back to do stuff, and I always saw that on video.
I have some. I'll send you the video.
Oh, yeah, send me the link. I'll add it to my thing, because it was fucking hysterical. I saw the video that's in Billy's.
Yeah.
But I didn't have that. When I walked away, because I had to go back to doing stuff, Billy had walked off and Dan Bob had just walked up.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem like Brendan was going to play with Dan Bob.
No, it seemed like the moment was over, but I don't think Dan didn't give a shit.
No.
The band could have walked off and he was still going to fucking Donald Duck his way through that goddamn song.
His video at the end, Billy's video, and you got Dan Bob asking Billy if he wants a ride to his car. And he's not speaking any word of English. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, in a different video, I see Dan Bob puking. And then in Billy's video, he's napping. I'm like, Jesus Christ, where'd it end? Because he always ends a beef party puking.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember the Christmas party in the Santa suit?
Yep. Well, I remember the video. I wasn't there for that one.
Yeah. Puked all over Nick's on Essex Street, our lovely sponsor.
Yep.
He had to apologize the next day, go back. His shoes are still in the parking lot.
His shoes were still...
Hey, we didn't talk about this.
What's that?
So, when Justin was on stage playing,
yes,
he was part doing professional musician and part being the internet troll that he is.
Yeah. And
when he did his little, how many of you know me for my music? And a few people were like, yeah, I know you for your music. And then he's like, how many of you know me for my North Shore Beefs antics? And a few more people, yeah, Justin, fuck you. And then he said, how many of you don't know who I am?
Eruption.
And a few people said they didn't know who he was. He went off and he goes, if you don't know who I am, get the fuck out. He started just being like aggressive, which I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. Apparently, his manager and band reached out to him after the show, were very upset.
Really?
Referred to it as a PR nightmare. And I go, hey, Justin, I can promise you everyone in that room got the joke.
Okay. That is now the slogan for 2025's FERG Fest, a PR nightmare.
Yep. I'm like, you swearing at the crowd was the best part. It was the right thing to do. We need that.
Yeah. That's who we came to see.
Yeah, I didn't come to. I mean, yeah, your music's great. I enjoyed the show, but I wanted to see you yell at everybody and then play "Killing the Name of." But they couldn't play it because the guitar broke.
The size 46 weirdos are going to cancel.
Yeah.
Clancy.
Oh my god. The size 46 waist weirdos was a great line that he started with. That's how he opened it. You bunch of 46 waist weirdos. At
that point, so here's a fun fact about the day that I didn't realize until some point this afternoon. I never took a piss all day. I just put that together, that math together. I never went to the bathroom, never pissed, never puked. Wasn't sweating all that much either. So, and after doing rough math, my body fully absorbed 20 plus fucking beers.
You're a machine.
I mean, I think the mutation is happening. I'm becoming a superhero.
You might be. I watched. I mean, I have not watched many superhero movies. I'm not sure about Super Bladder or Super Liver, but you could be him.
But in that spot, so I think, we were talking about it off here. So the Clancy, when he went on stage, I don't have any more memory of like audio conversations. Like I don't remember conversations. I still remember visually things that happened, such as him. Well, I guess I do remember because I remember him telling Will, who was front and center of the Clancy show, hey, Fatso, take your shirt off. And Will just did. At a certain point, I remember looking to my left and Will had Heidi over his shoulder and he's taking off. And all I saw was her little face and the look of fear as this fucking hulking person is running away with her.
Rumor is that if you were behind that show, you could see a lot more than her face.
That's what she said.
I did. I was busy doing other things.
She thought it was me. It wasn't.
I missed the Heidi mooning and vagina showing the crowd.
Based on certain comments, it sounds like Sullivan saw it.
Well, that checks out.
Mm-hmm.
If a girl's getting exposed, Mike Sullivan's likely local.
There you go.
Yeah, he's not allowed near schools, really. Speaking of, can we just address something real quick?
Go ahead.
How many episodes did you fucking shit on me for Heidi being AI and fake?
None of us still believe she's real.
Listen, I forgot I invited her 2 months ago.
I'm pretty sure she's the greatest AI creation ever. I've already put stock in it.
You think she's a cyborg?
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know she was. I told her to come months ago, but I mean, she was posting on her Instagram from Austin, Texas on Saturday. So I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
No, she was at some She goes to these fucking raves. It looks like with laser light pointers and fucking fucking with the glow sticks in your mouth.
She's a young girl. Of course she is. Of course she does.
Of course she is. So I actually didn't expect to see her, and then she showed up. I'm like, holy fuck, you're real. Even I didn't know.
Did you introduce her to Billy?
Oh yeah,
he was the other one. Me and him were the holdouts, so like she ain't real.
I brought her over to everyone that didn't believe she existed and said, look.
Yeah.
Which my wife didn't love.
Oh. Well.
How excited I was. I go, you don't get this joke. They don't get the game here.
No.
This is a fun little game. She's like,
this is a moment for me. This is my gotcha.
She goes, I know you're really excited to see her. I go, yeah. People said she wasn't real.
Yeah, so I can shove it down Mike and Billy's fucking throat.
Yeah, fuck those assholes. Tell me I'm fucking making up people and inventing AI characters. No, this fucking little blonde who I've never met before, who someone's feeding words to. We obviously still know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's scripting this girl, but it wasn't me.
Still, well, that the jury's still out on that one.
I mean, you can believe you want, but I met her that day.
You can tell me that she's a real person, but I'm still believing that it's your thoughts in there.
I met her that day. Never texted her. Never. I've sent you screenshots of our messenger.
Screenshots can be doctored.
Listen, okay, fine. She's my niece.
Yeah,
we've been over it. Yeah.
She's my niece. She's my goddaughter.
Listen, if she was my niece, I'd be breaking the rules. Well, hello, Cabaret Lounge and Beauty for checking in.
Hey.
What else? We have Heidi. We had Will who won.
Yeah.
He won. Will won, right? Did he win?
Fucking.
I don't think it was close.
I mean, this is the first time anyone's ever met him. Leslie was convinced he was fake. She was like, "Oh my god, you're actually Will."
That's right. You talk about an awful lot, but yeah, we've never met him. We just seen him in pictures.
So yeah, and as I texted you, this was Will without the wife leash on, which is very rare to see. But when it does, holy shit! I mean, the closest I've seen him to this was 20 years ago, and he scaled the side of a 3-story house on the outside.
He was one of the drunker people I've met.
Ever.
Never mind that day.
Yeah.
I think he won drunkest.
He joined the fucking Sons of Anarchy at one point.
Yeah, he joined many biker gangs. He's now a chain smoker. We found out. That's interesting. I've never seen a man not know how to smoke a cigarette before, but I watched that happen.
But to somehow successfully do 4 of them.
Yeah, I mean, you figured it out eventually, but
I think Festa was teaching him.
It was Festa.
To put the two that was a pure joy for me. Putting the two of them together, and they're just rapid fire the whole time. Dan Bob's in the dunk tank. There was you didn't even need a megaphone. I'm just sitting there enjoying the fucking the back and forth shit talk concert between the two of them. It was. I
couldn't find my megaphone. That's why we didn't have it. I was supposed to give Festa a megaphone.
Hey, we didn't need it.
The plan was to put Festa near the dunk tank shitting on people, but I didn't end up finding the megaphone. By the time he got there, I was already fucking fully engulfed in just
other
bullshit.
Stuff.
Yeah. So I'm like, I have fun. Enjoy your day. I got nothing for you.
Be a man.
Oh, Big Phil. He showed up with his daughter.
It's fantastic.
And he did his thing. I don't think he ever was signing tits until we said he's going to be signing tits.
Well, he signed a pair.
Well, what did we say? He was going to be
signing
kissing tits.
Signing tits.
No, it's kissing tits and signing babies.
That's what we said. Yeah.
But I think he. I don't think that was his thing until this show, and he signed any tits he could. If you had tits and you wanted them signed, if you wanted the words "be a man" on your tits, male or female, because Justin got it on his tits. Justin Mario sent me a picture of him titties out and to be a man. But the surprising one, the one that's made it to Phil's his social medias,
it's everywhere.
I've seen quite a few angles of it. I've seen video of it. There was a woman at the event, very tall.
She showed up with Lindsay.
Lindsay, yeah, very tall, very voluptuous. Well, that's a good word for her.
That's a word.
Yeah, a lot of woman.
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
Yep.
I mean, probably over 6 feet tall.
We used this word at the Cabaret on Saturday night. Amazonian.
Amazonian, yes.
I can't believe you pulled that out on Saturday night of all things. Like, she's Amazonian. I'm like, what the fuck? It's a tall woman. Calm down.
Yes, it is. Well, that's a big bitch.
A huge bitch.
So I remember when this person walked by me walking in with Lindsay. I forget who I was talking to.
Mm-hmm.
I went, double take. I went, I'm not sure if I want to fuck that or fight it.
There was... So
that was my line, because I felt a little something going on, a little dirty pool, maybe, if you will.
When I met her, there was a lot happening in that interaction, because it was still early enough in the day that we were all still kind of congregating just off to the side of your merch table. And Lindsay comes up, and she's got her 2 girls. And so I'm saying hi to her, and as I'm saying hi to her, the Amazonian one,
hello,
hands her the blow-up doll. So she's talking about the blow-up doll. She's calling it Ashley. She's explaining the face. And Will has no idea what's happening. But I'm just like, and this is Will. So fucking, it was everything you'd expect from a fucking FERG Fest event.
Lindsay paid for a ticket for that blow-up doll.
That's even better.
That's hilarious to me. I didn't know that. So here I am introducing myself to her friends, and talking, having a good time. I'm getting a certain vibe from the Amazonian woman.
Amazonian? I wish we knew her name.
I don't have it. And then look over, and she was very, very large chested.
Yep.
Huge old tiggly bits.
And they were
big
out
old
there.
tits. Yeah, she was dumping them out.
Yep.
Very, very, very big. And I looked over, and here's Phil, his beer man, signing her tits.
So you actually saw it in person?
Yeah, I saw it in person.
Okay. Because I've only seen it on the picture.
You can actually see areola.
Yes, you can.
In the picture and in person. And you can see a little discoloration.
Yeah.
And he writes on her tits, "Be a man," and then writes Harmon, because I guess that's what he goes by sometimes.
Yeah.
I had a feeling about that moment.
Yeah.
Like something's afoot. Hours later at the old Cabaret, I'm now with Lindsay and that other girl and other people.
Yep.
And I said something about that moment. And Lindsay goes, "Well, yeah, she's got a dick."
Come again?
Yes, that woman, that voluptuous Amazonian woman, also has a penis.
Really?
That woman is a trans person, but didn't get the whole thing lopped off. Still keeps the cock and the balls.
So you're saying she became a woman?
Yes, she was born a man and is now is living life as a woman.
Oh, interesting.
A trans woman. I think that's how you call it. Yeah.
I mean, again,
I'm not woke up to know exactly everything, but this
July
person was
18th, Cabaret Lounge, F Buddy's live show. We're definitely going to have her there. And
we need her on stage.
Yeah, we're going to have to hang some dong there.
Now, I also found out.
See what you're working with, bro.
Yeah. Let's see it. Show me your dick. Don't be gay. Show me your dick. Quit being gay. Show it to me. We're like brothers.
Don't be gay. Let me see your dick.
Don't be gay. Let me see your dick. If you don't know that reference, watch the movie Goon. Best hockey movie of all time. So the revelation I got was that person has a penis, also a quite large one.
Really?
Well, that person was not of Caucasian descent. It was Hispanic or black.
Yeah.
I'm going more toward black.
Okay.
Because the freckles.
Okay.
Sometimes they get.
Sure.
And I've never seen that on a Dominican or a Puerto Rican, but apparently this person does some stuff online that maybe might get unsolicited dick pics sent to her. She's she's a little flirty online, having fun. And once in a while, guys get a little.
And does she send it back?
Yeah, she sends a dick pic. She gets that big old fucking trouser trout worked up and hard. She puts the camera below the balls.
You and Lindsay had quite the conversation at the Cabaret.
So you can see the rest of the body, face, tits.
Oh my God.
So all you get is a fucking Drake dick pic with a fucking giant set of tits involved. Here you go, pal. And here's the thing, though. This is actually, I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
A lot. long and hard.
Like her dick.
Like her dick. I mean, that's a great way to weed out the kind of person you're looking for. Because some people, that's in their wheelhouse.
What do you mean?
Some folks want a set of tits and a big cock. That's this fucking whole website dedicated
fucking
to it.
2024, man. Yeah.
I mean, listen, all right, here's the thing. If you're a guy or a woman, I guess either way, if you're a lesbian woman with a nice loose pussy, perfect for you. Got a fucking big old cock and a set of tits.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a guy who likes it in the ass but also likes tits, this person's perfect for you. We're gonna do a dating game, I think. Get her, find her a man or a woman or whatever she wants.
You definitely have a question or two. I can tell you that much.
Listen, if this was Ireland and I was drunk in a room with this person, I'd know it all.
You were drunk in a room with her.
Yeah, but I wasn't alone. I need a quiet setting so I can interview these people. I want to talk. I want to know everything.
Like I said, July 18th, Thursday night. Come on down to the Cabaret.
That's a Thursday. Yeah, we do it. They actually brought it up in the chat here on the comments.
Fantastic.
Cabaret Lounge is excited to see us on July 18th. I'm very excited. That's the thing too. I talked about this earlier. We're doing FERG Fest again.
Yes.
And True North Ales is already in.
You sneakily dumped it into some comments on like a random post, and I had to ask him, like, is this fucking, you're for real, for real?
Well, the date is something that's changed, but yes, it's happening. I have to figure out some things because someone reminded me that high school graduation season is happening right now and the parties and stuff. And I have one of those graduating high school next year,
sure.
So I can't like plan my party over, and make her work the merch table instead of a graduation party.
She's graduating. You're making it about you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make sure we don't.
Thanks, Dad.
We don't do that. I paid her well on Sunday though. I gave her a good chunk of change. Her friend that she brought that I asked her to bring, because at school they run like a store as part of their schooling.
Sure.
And they use Square, which is how I do all my stuff.
Yep.
And they're real good at it. Like it was, my wife was like, "I'm not touching this fucking iPad. You guys got this covered."
Yep.
So when I paid them well because they did so well.
Mm-hmm. So tentatively,
I'm gonna say early June, late May. I don't want heat, but I want warm. I want spring.
You don't want to compete with like Memorial Day either.
No, it's either before Memorial Day but then my anniversary is around there, so I got to figure out a date. But
it's happening. I mean, fucking regardless. It's happening.
Officially happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the thing was, we didn't have any real incidents at this one.
No.
There was just a lot of people, a lot of fun. The place was fucking packed. It took you 15 minutes to get a beer at all times, unless you were me.
Well,
I just sidebarred it all day.
Yeah. Look, show up early, make friends with the bartenders.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You just walk you know what it is though? We've talked about this in the past when the generation now waits in lines to get beer, but we grew up trying to be noticed at bars. Being tall was the greatest thing of all time.
Exactly. It's important when as you're walking in, you fucking give the eye daggers to that bartender, until they make eye contact, and give them a little nod as you're making your way up, and your beer's there.
Exactly.
Done.
So the brewery was really happy with us.
Yeah.
Like I said, no incidents. Everyone was thrilled. I was getting high fives and thanked by all the bartenders afterwards because I had to hang out after it was over to clean up my mess and figure everything out.
Yeah.
And then stop at McDonald's on the way home and get a couple of triple cheeseburgers because
so fucked.
I needed to level off.
Yeah.
You were already getting when I texted you about the Cabaret, you were waiting for McDonald's.
Will was dead.
Will.
It's one of those. It's one of those hindsight moments that it's like, yeah, it's a good thing I didn't try to man up and go to the Cabaret.
No, you guys made the right choice.
I would not have got in. I was fucking texting Festy. He's like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Come by the crib if you want to. I'm in Lynn, and I was like, I'm already on the couch waiting for McDonald's. Will's dead.
Yeah, Will was not. Did he stay over your house?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you were at your mom's house.
I was in Linfield. Yeah, he wasn't gonna. He lives in fucking. He lives like an hour and a half away. He wasn't.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's way out there. He's basically at the New Hampshire border. Not New Hampshire. Rhode Island.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that way. Yeah. So I realized the next morning because I sent that exact text. I'm waiting on McDonald's. Will's dead. I sent that to a few people. Some of them got the picture. I think I sent you the picture of him just out cold.
No, I didn't get a picture.
Okay. Yeah, he walked in, got one sock off, and he was sitting on the spare bed, trying to get his sock off and just kind of fell backwards onto the bed and never moved again until morning. But I sent it to a couple people, that text, and one of them, she's like, I said, Will died at FERG Fest. Thought it meant for real.
There's a picture of my friend who's dead. Enjoy.
Well, that's just it. Never got the picture. She was one of the non-picture ones.
Oh.
So, and I'm hammer drunk. So,
hyperbole.
So I send that one line. Will died at FERG Fest. And then I don't know how many hours go by because all of a sudden I pick up my phone and there's like 5 text messages. Oh my God, are you fucking serious? Where are you right now? What's happening? I'm like, oh shit. Context. Here's a picture of Will asleep on the bed. He's fine. He just doesn't feel well. I meant dead in the metaphorical sense.
I mean, the way he looked at the event at certain times when I saw him being dead wouldn't surprise me. As I was trying to leave, I was doing my live video trying to leave at the end, and he come over and started drooling at me, talking about seeing 5 minutes at the Cabaret, and I'm kind of like, yeah, I'll never see you again. This will be our last ever meeting. We're not gonna hang ever. You live too far away. Apparently, I'll never see you again.
Yeah, he does.
Also, during the fucking show,
yeah,
I was during Clancy's show. I looked at the crowd and realized how white and old we were, and I didn't know what to do. I'm like, at least move around a little. I'm not saying fucking breakdance, but move around a little. But just stand there staring, with your mouths open. So I tried to get some movement going. And maybe a little mosh pit action. I thought that'd be fun. It's a big fat fucks moshing. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, you had the right people. You got Sullivan. You got Dan Bob.
So I'm bouncing off Dan Bob, bouncing off Sullivan, holding my beer. And then all of a sudden, at the same exact moment, they collide into me. My beer goes everywhere.
They do the Twin Towers splash into you.
They fucking smoked me. I almost go down. And apparently some people saw this.
He's never going to recover, Monsoon.
And thought, Andy's out of control.
They thought, oh, come on. All right, so I know how fucking drunk I was.
Yes.
But I can honestly say, especially being with you the night before, you weren't.
No.
You weren't.
I was trying to keep the party going and keep everything happening. I was fucking wearing a bathing suit. I was soaked from the dunk tank. I was having fun.
Yeah, but the day it must have been fucking refreshing. It
was awesome, yeah. Except for the smell of Dan's piss. So much piss. He shit himself in there too. We had to fill it back up because he kept falling in so much. But like,
yeah, you were the opposite of out of control.
Yeah, I was in control.
In all seriousness, you were running the show.
Yeah, I was running everything, and I go outside and I start getting yelled at. Not yelled at, but you know that tone. Mm-hmm. When you were married, you knew the tone, like disappointed. What are you doing? You weren't supposed to do this tone.
You made me alleged promises before this thing. Yeah.
And she's all mad, and I go, for what? I threw it out there. I'm like, what did I do?
For what?
I'm fucking drinking 4% alcohol cervezas slowly.
Yeah.
I'm not chugging beers like an asshole. I'm eating plenty. I'm having fucking pizza, water. I'm mixing in a water, Mike. I don't mix in waters. I had like 4 waters.
You almost took out Leslie with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
Yeah, well, a little shrapnel. It's all.
Listen, people gotta be,
It's all part of the experience.
Be ready for it. Leslie was there. She had a blast. The Heidi Leslie picture that surfaced a little bit got some
attention.
I'm gonna say a certain genre of pornography was mentioned when someone saw it. I believe I think it was they even said the name of the like the subcategory or company that maybe put that content out. I believe it's called momsteachsex.com.
Wow.
Where usually you'll get a stepdaughter, a stepmom, and a stepdaughter's boyfriend.
I mean, the base, the broad strokes of it, yeah. You can see that, but knowing the actual specific website, guys, come on.
I mean, come on. It's not a website. It shows up on your search if you go into certain websites.
They're committing that shit to memory.
Oh, I know about it. I've heard
that exact name.
Yeah.
Oh, I would never know that.
Well, if you're
I have such ADD, especially when it comes to that shit.
Well, it's not blackbitcheswithbigtits.com like you go to.
But they got kids.
You know you're going to.
They got kids. Most of them don't have dads.
It's never. It's the stepmom and the stepdaughter.
I know what it was,
with the daughter's boyfriend. No, here's the point, though. In the videos, in the videos, the stepdaughter is terrible at sucking dick.
Mm-hmm. And then the mom has to teach her.
Of course, that's the point.
I've seen those too.
Yes, that's the point. So,
But I just didn't know what they were called. I didn't know they actually had a company name.
Well, someone mentioned, I didn't bring it up. Someone mentioned it to me, and I'm like, yeah, that checks out. I can see this. It. I recognized it. I'm not saying it's not my favorite thing, but if you just happen to go to the website, the website where you look at the naked people, you scroll.
So some things get locked in there. I kill more brain cells than I'm producing, I guess. It did when you mentioned your 4% cervezas.
Yeah, those were good. Those were tasty.
That is part of why Will was so fucked up. Now he was going to be fucked up regardless.
Sure.
But when we showed up, I like the Northern Haze from True North. So that's what I was going with. And it's 6.7. It's not, it's not fucking Bud Light, but it's also not gasoline. It's, basically Nighthawk and Dragon.
Yeah.
So he was having that with me and it was good. He actually made a couple of bad choices. He was trying other things and some beers didn't sit with him. And then we're outside and the fucking mayor, Al Delano, goes, "Oh, you got to try this one." I forget what it was called. If he's still in the chat, put the name up.
It's like Bright Morning.
I want to say it was Passion something or
oh, okay.
Because I know he got it confused with the fuzzy one and he didn't like the fuzzy one. And I know the Passion one was the bottom right corner, but it was an 8% double IPA. And from about his fourth beer till the break of dawn, that's what he was going with. So, thanks, Al.
I mean, listen, the mayor's...
You got Will to win the night.
Again, drunkest person there. Him and Dan Bob were the two, but Dan had a wife and child that got him home.
That's also true. I just got him home.
Oh, so we talked about me and the dunk tank earlier, but I forgot to mention one thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I forgot to bring a bathing suit.
Okay.
So I got one at True North. They were selling them, and I got one of their new bathing suits.
This just the wrong brewery sells bathing suits.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was gonna have my wife bring one when she's coming back, but I was in the office and I go, "Hey, how much are these bathing suits?" And they told me. I'm like, "Yeah, I want one. Cool. Let's figure this out." Yeah. So, as fat and big as I am,
mm-hmm.
I'm not that big, like below the waist. Now, that's not a small dick joke. Like I don't have a huge ass.
Yeah.
Okay. I take a large in bathing suits usually.
We've made the Hank Hill reference.
Yes, exactly. I have Hank Hill's ass. I'm a large bathing suits. I was apparently, but this new fucking fangled sizes where you just everything's gonna hug your fucking balls. I didn't find out I was in too small a bathing suit till I was in the too small a bathing suit heading to the dunk tank.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't have clothes to keep on to wear to the dunk tank. I went in the bathroom. I put on the bathing suit, and now I'm in a bathing suit. And I have to get to the dunk tank.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I going to be awkward and just kind of walk out sheepishly?
No. Fuck all that.
I walk out of the tap room, arms raised, in a bathing suit that wouldn't fit me when I was 12.
Yep.
Shirtless, shoeless, holding my shit, and walked right out there. Fuck you.
Fuck yeah.
It was like, what? Am I going to pretend I'm not fat?
Oh,
and I'm not wearing it.
Here's the thing. Fat was the majority.
Yeah, and also I'm not going to wear it. Listen, no offense to the guys who wear T-shirts in the dunk tank, but gay.
You mean the other two guys that went?
Even the little kid wore a shirt. Like he wasn't even fat at all. The little kid was fucking probably at abs.
Yeah, kids have fucking abs now.
Everyone wore like I don't know. I'm just even a chubby boy. I'm not a T-shirt and a pool guy.
No,
you can tell I'm chubby. What the fuck's the difference?
Yeah.
At least I shaved my chest a little bit, so I looked all right.
Yeah,
not really. I look terrible. Like
we're all fucking fat. Just be fat.
Yeah, especially how fat I've gotten. But that was funny. I said, fuck it, I'm rolling on it through the tap room shirtless. And the place was packed at the time.
Yeah.
It was like the peak hour, before Clancy went on. But it was like 4:00. The place was jammed. Here comes Fat Boy running out of the fucking tunnel.
You really made a spectacle of yourself.
Yeah, of course I did. Why wouldn't I? They also gave me a hot mic. Wasn't a good idea.
No.
Hot mic? No.
I heard I only heard you, consciously anyway, when you were telling everybody, and I quote, "Get the fuck in here, Justin Clancy's on stage."
Yes, I did say that was one of the many times.
I'm like, oh, I think we got to go inside, guys.
People they didn't know. And what it was is I was supposed to announce it, but I was running around like an idiot, and Justin just started playing. I was supposed to actually introduce him, but it's just too many places to be at once. Too many things.
Dan was trying to keep it family friendly, he says. He wasn't trying to scare all the women away.
I have a 8-second video of Dan dancing that is such spank bank material.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bringing the sexy.
I'll send, after we finish up, I'll send you the video of him singing with Brendan.
And you can't, in the video I have.
So fucking good.
The video I have of him, you cannot, like you said, Donald Duck in it, you have no idea he's wearing a Speedo.
Absolutely not.
He just looks like a pantsless man walking around.
And without the context of he was just in a dunk tank, it's just, well, Dan Bob decided to take his pants and shoes off and fuck it.
Yeah, he's crushing the day.
He's fucking Donald Ducking it.
Dan was definitely the number one champion of the day. It was Dan Bob Fest.
Yeah.
It's great. Good. Please take it.
So good.
It was so much fun. Let's see. So yeah, Be a Man was there. He was doing the signing of the tits, which was awesome, and the man's tits and the woman's tits. And I remember Clancy asked him to come in the concert room, and he wasn't in there. So he's like, "Where the fuck is Be a Man?" I'm like, "Oh, I'll go get him." We're outside to go get him. By the time he came in, the moment had passed.
Right.
And he walked in triumphantly to crickets, just fucking crickets. It wasn't his best moment, but it would have been awesome if he was. But listen, go to the show.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Not being inside? I think at that point he was off duty.
Yeah. Well,
I got him for 2 hours.
I think he's been off duty for the last 30 years, but you know.
Yeah. I got him for 2 hours, and we were well past that.
Mm-hmm.
It was I still can't get over the day though. Like, it was such a fucking whirlwind, and everyone that I wanted to see, except for what sucked was Donnie not coming.
Donnie White,
and Denali Food Truck. They were supposed to be there. Their truck broke the night before.
Yeah.
Probably a good thing for the other trucks, because they weren't. I don't think any truck was crazy busy. There was a constant flow of people eating.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like that line. So I think if we had one more truck, it might have been worse for them. But I felt so bad for Donnie. He's sending me videos to prove it. I go, I believe you.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think you're gonna back out
when he sent you the text. We were together at the fucking Cabaret.
Yeah.
And you just started going hard. You're like, I got a fucking generator. You're showing up. It went on for a little while, and
it wasn't. Turns out it wasn't the generator problem. It was the connection from the generator.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. I'm not a food truck guy. What else was surprising was Jumptown was supposed to be on the truck with Donnie originally.
Jumptown didn't know where he was supposed to be.
Well, apparently he has.
Jumptown didn't know his own job.
Yeah, he has obligations at that country club that he can't miss, and it happened. One of his obligations fell on the day of the festival. Right. So
Donnie had to remind him that he had to work that day.
Yeah, according to Donnie, he had to read the contract to him for it. Yeah, it's just pretty funny. I had to read Jumptown's contract to him.
So fucking funny.
Donnie's the greatest. It was I don't know. It was the trucks. I didn't have any food from the Big Pig, but that fucking dino rib looked incredible.
I sat there for a moment until it became real awkward watching Fitzy eat that fucking rib, because it made me feel a certain way. Watching that big goddamn Viking fucking gnawing and ripping into that goddamn meat, I was like, I actually had to go inside and watch from afar. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep watching, but I don't want him to know. It looked fucking good. It looked really good.
I'm a whore for a beef rib too.
Oh yeah,
I am. Well, I love those, and I just
it looked fucking good. I'm a little pissed I didn't pull the trigger on that one.
When I'm in that zone though, I can't eat.
So here's my problem, because this always fucking happens. I didn't eat, which again plays into the fucking no bathroom breaks, no eating. Like, the fact I made it home upright is beyond me.
You seemed all right.
Exactly. That's exactly. I think the mutation is forming.
Listen, some people didn't seem okay. Will others seemed like they were going.
I got us a fucking Uber home.
Yeah, I think you knew you had a flight the next day. You kind of were semi-responsible getting home.
Getting
Semi.
home. Yeah. Well, I mean, there was plans to go to the Cabaret.
Of course. I know you wanted to go.
Subconsciously. But I think the frontal lobes were like, McDonald's and home. McDonald's and home.
Yeah, that was the right idea.
But yeah, so the bitch of it was, because initially when I first showed up, second beer in was when I first had the thought, maybe a couple slices of pizza, put those down just to get a base, right? But as I'm saying that, I look down, I'm like, I'm out of beer. I go back, get another beer, start talking to people, forget about that. Same thing. The guys from Beefy Boys come over, we're bullshitting, chit-chatting, like, oh, you got to come over and be, yeah, I'll come right over. I look down, empty fucking beer. Go back online, get another beer, chit-chat, and I forget about that. Same thing happened with the rib. When I saw Fitzy eating the rib, I'm like, I'm definitely fucking getting one of those, but I had to go back into the tap room to get a fucking beer, and then my priorities were clear.
Get drunk.
Subconscious and conscious, my priorities were fucking clear. I'm going to have a beer in my hand all fucking day. And it it's
I got a Beefy Boys beef.
I wanted to grab a beef from Beefy Boys, but
I had one. It was excellent.
Yeah.
I had about half of it. And then I got pulled away. By the time I got back, it was cold. And then I got a pizza from Riverview, and I had about 2 slices. Then I got pulled away, and then it was gone.
I saw Clancy's fucking beef video.
Yeah,
it's a fucking legend, man.
He breaks character at the very end if you watch it.
He does.
Yeah, you could see he almost held it.
But it is funny because when I was packing to leave, I was watching your Instagram live with him. And you kind of broke down the difference between him, not only him, the person, him, the music artist, and then him, the beef group fucking troll. Yeah. And I'm like, I had to ask you, I'm like, so is everything an act? And it's not like part of it's real, but the beef group shit is definitely in a fucking act. And it's when he's goddamn brilliant. When
he's copping fucking Newports over the border and shooting up behind a dumpster and going to methadone clinics and as I've said many times, it's pro wrestling. I love it. Fucking lean into that shit. Be that character. Remember we had that lunatic guy who used to do the puppets. He'd make puppets out of cans and stuff.
No.
Okay, he was Alan Narbone in the group, and he was MVB briefly. He was hysterical. He made his homemade puppets.
Early days.
Probably 3 years ago, mid days.
I don't remember.
He would make these puppets out of, and they would be smoking crack. No. They'd have a crack pipe in there, or all this paraphernalia.
Yeah,
and they would beef in the picture. And he spent hours. It looked like setting this up. Yeah, because he did. And people were like, this guy's crazy. I go, no, this guy's fucking brilliant, and he's a talented artist.
Right.
I think he was during COVID. He wasn't working. He was laid off. Okay. So he could dedicate some time to making some fucking bizarre shit.
Sure.
It was always like, I'm talking bizarre shit. And then, when COVID was over, he was like, I guess I'm going to get a job again. And he stopped making these things. I wish he'd come back once. He was fucking hilarious. They was so strange. But yeah, there was always a Budweiser can with arms and legs and eyes that was smoking crack.
Leslie's saying goldfish in a tank.
Yeah, he did goldfish. Yeah, there was. If you go back in the, if you just search Alan Narbone in the Facebook group,
I will.
Narbonne. He was a legend doing that stuff, and that's the same thing with Clancy. Like, people don't realize that the character you play on the page isn't necessarily you.
Most of them aren't.
Justin Clancy is 10 years sober. Yes, he has a history. Yeah. He will talk about it with you. It's not like it's this secret. Half his music's about it. I mean, one of his best songs is called Nuisance, about him trying to kill himself and his mother finding him.
Right.
Like, the kid's, he's an open book.
Sure.
But yeah, like he still acts like he's that addict. And someone commented on my Instagram, wow, look at that kid's eyes. They're pinning him. Like, dude, that's a fucking shitty thing to say, because they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't even, we've talked about this, the whole hard drug sober. Some people get sober, but find it like,
some people kick drugs, but still drink, and vice versa.
Well, more like they drink heavily.
Yeah.
I'm like, again, if drinking wasn't your issue,
people consider themselves sober, but they still smoke weed.
Yeah, but like when you were an addict, and whenever you were on, and weed and alcohol whenever your problem, and maybe you'll have a drink once in a while. You don't claim you're sober, but it's different than if you're a fucking drunk now. You know what I mean? It's trading vices.
Right.
But Clancy was on that Enjoy Your Life podcast, and when I was on,
yeah, I saw him.
The one that gives you drugs.
Yeah.
Clancy had to refuse 40 times.
Yeah.
I don't smoke weed anymore. I don't do anything. Like, he doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke weed. I think he probably smokes cigarettes still, but whatever. It's not a. It doesn't. What the hell? Fucking.
That's just dumb. But
yeah.
Did we mention Will join the Sons of Anarchy?
Yes.
Okay.
Will join the Sons of Anarchy, and he also smokes cigarettes now.
That was one of the strangers. You pointed out to me, like, what's he doing? I look over. He's bent over trying to light a fucking Newport 100 with the Sons of Anarchy, and I'm like,
they're more like the fucking what's an Indian word for sun? Like the fucking Wahoos of Anarchy, because they were the Raindrop Motorcycle Club.
I don't even know what the name.
Oh yeah, they were a Native American motorcycle club. I don't think he would have fit in.
Well, no, he's got a tattoo with Native American.
He's got some Cherokee blood in him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got that 1.28%, something like that.
Oh, he owns a casino. Good for him.
There you
go. So Clancy's, he knows the game of being a drug addict, but he's not one anymore.
Yeah.
He's from Peabody. He's on drugs at one point in his life. If you're from Peabody, at one point in your life, you're a drug addict.
Sure.
It's almost impossible to dodge it.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you not become a drug addict if you're from Peabody?
Yeah.
It's a shitty place to live. I grew up there. Well, so the Cabaret afterwards, you missed.
I did miss that. Yeah.
A very good party. It was really Harry and Sandra from Bella's.
Yeah.
Mikey Sullivan, Javier Baez, who missed the day at FERG Fest, was so broken up over it, made sure he got to the Cabaret.
Yeah.
To see me. I'm like, Javi, it's okay. Because he's also another one that doesn't drink or do anything. So it's like.
So he just showed up just to say hi.
He showed up and had a Red Bull. No, he sat Pervert Row and had Red Bull.
Oh, Red Bull.
He had Red Bull, sat Pervert Row, made it rain on some broads.
There you go.
It was me, Javi, and Harry sitting on Pervert Row for a while. It was a good time. Harry from Bella's is a fucking good time.
Yeah.
That guy parties. I love him. So I'm going to tell you a little story I don't think I've told you yet.
All right.
I'm sitting with Harry and Sandra, and Harry's had a couple drinks. He knows how.
Everybody had a couple drinks on Sunday.
He knows how to do it. He's not like he's muckled. He's not Will.
Right.
He's just had a couple drinks. And he fucking starts thanking me for the page.
Yeah.
And the way he put it was, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know how good other people were, and I wouldn't know how good I needed to get. Because he's got a competitive spirit and he wants to be the best.
Right.
And he got a little emotional. He's like, it's because of you. Basically saying I'm rich because of you, but also you also work 150 hours a week, so I'm not taking credit for that. But yes, but I've always been the guy that if you put out a good sandwich, I want people to see it. I want the content. So I'm going to talk about it, and you keep out putting out good sandwiches, and I keep talking about it. Mm-hmm. It's not a monetary exchange thing. It's just that I want content.
Right.
I'm building a page here, and I want to be known as someone with integrity, so I don't take money for fucking every post. Once in a while, so if you got something to promote, let me know. But like Harry got and I got to thinking, because I've been getting some shit recently by some people that my arrogance in self-importance is at an all-time high.
You've been promoting a festival named after yourself.
Yes, no, I agree. I know they're right. But
if you don't understand why, and you're not in on the joke, that's your fucking problem.
Yeah, exactly. Again, we named it on this show.
Yeah. We
talked about it live. What should I name it? And I said it.
FERG Fest. Yeah. There's no question. And in the first show, we're like that maybe a good placeholder. I'm like, no, fuck that shit.
Yeah. It was. And I think that name actually deterred some people from coming, and those people are called cunts. But
here's the thing. Whether they will admit it or not, every single one of them is pissed off they didn't go. Yes. Looking at everyone else's experience, because it's unanimous. There hasn't been a person like, I had a bad time. It was just okay. No. Everyone had a great fucking time.
Yeah.
Everyone.
So I've been getting, I guess, again, not directly, but I've been hearing about some shit I've been getting. And one of the things is this asshole acts like he invented the roast beef sandwich. He acts like he invented the three-way. He acts like before the group it didn't exist. And I don't think that. I know I did. Trust me, I've been eating these sandwiches for fucking 30-something years. I know I didn't invent them.
We've talked about it on the show. This, like you said, the sandwich has been around forever.
Yeah.
You know, long before either one of us.
Well, yeah.
And yeah, those of us that grew up on the North Shore grew up eating that fucking sandwich. And it was, you know, in high school, it was, you know, the football team getting together and going down to fucking wherever and grabbing a fucking full of bowl most of the time.
Yeah, so yeah,
you know, and grabbing what would now be considered a fucking 3.
Yep.
You know, because, you know, you go to full of bowl because they served you underage, never checked an ID. And then as we got older, they became the grab a fucking beef and a pizza roll and drunk drive home.
Yep.
We all did it.
Baby.
Don't say you didn't.
She's a tisa.
And what the page did was, I mean, you've talked about how it was created and how it was kind of a goof, and it was you shit talking your buddies about a fucking sandwich because your family was pissed you just were talking about sandwiches on your own fucking page.
Yeah.
But what it ended up doing, and it was part of, it was early on in the, for lack of a better term, the food influencer boom, basically.
Yeah.
That took off on Instagram and fucking all these other things. But what you did, whether it was intentional, whether it was initially a joke, it happened. It elevated the sandwich because people were now being held to a standard publicly.
Yep.
You weren't just going and getting a fucking sandwich and nobody knew about it, and you tell a couple of friends, or maybe you post on your own personal page, oh, I had this sandwich, it was fine. Well, you know, you, again, intentional, not intentional, joke, not a joke. You created this criteria, these acronyms and all this bullshit that goes into the page now that people take wildly fucking serious now.
Yeah, they do.
Oddly serious. But ultimately for the shop owners, it held them to a standard because,
well, it's sink or swim at this point.
Because if one place, and again, the North Shore ain't that fucking big. All right. So if one place here is doing really good fucking sandwiches all of a sudden, and the other places aren't, and those other places start to be publicly called out, well, it's not as good as this one. Now you got to step your fucking game up or not, and suffer the consequences. And that's not like, I'm not saying that in any threatening manner. That's just,
of course not. No, it's just how
it
is.
Just factual.
It's how it is.
Yeah. And yeah, the group, like Mark's saying, the group elevated what the North Shore beef is. Anyone who says otherwise is fucking wrong, and they're absolutely fucking wrong if they don't see. And as, like you said, as Harry said Sunday night, it's noticed by the shop owners.
You know, it's also like, I get the Greg Bates comparison a lot because people are idiots, they don't get it. I can only name 2 shop owners who don't like me,
and
that
for you setting up a page sandwiches that's so aggressive and you having the attitude you have publicly, I know privately it's different, but yeah, that's saying something, because there's a whole town that doesn't want him involved.
Yes.
Did we lose Instagram? Oh, you just...
No, we're good. I my phone just went to a little low battery. So here's what I gave this response to the haters, I guess we'll call them. I don't know what the word is for that.
Sure, that's a word.
I said I didn't invent the 3-way. I didn't invent the sandwich. I know I didn't. But because of me and the page, the sandwich is better than it's ever been right now. Now, I'm not saying I'm making them the best, but if the page didn't exist, the shop owners wouldn't see what the other shops are doing.
Right.
Harry from Bella's wouldn't see what Pete's doing. George is doing at Pete's, or Ted Londy's doing.
Right.
And they'll especially, Harry and Ted are 2 of the most competitive people in the world.
Yeah.
And the things they're doing with this fucking piece of meat, this simple, shitty fucking tough piece of meat. Ted has a 3-step process for different ovens.
Right.
Harry does some, I'm not going to spoil the secrets. He does some things that I know that I would never talk about. Not my place, but I know certain things that are going on.
Right.
And it's like, listen, these guys take it so serious. And again, Ted was already slinging good beef before I started the page.
Right.
Londy's in Peabody was actually, it was the actual argument that got my family to bitch at me about it. Because back then, Facebook wasn't as algorithm based as it is now,
right?
Where it was more chronological based.
Mm-hmm.
And if you commented, things went to the top of your page.
Right.
It was a Londy's versus Land and Sea argument. And that's where the beef to bun ratio phrase came from. Because Londy's he used to even be worse than he is now with the stack. And Land and Sea was what I grew up on. I'm like,
you grew up on nostalgia.
I don't hate the bread though. Like I like the bread. Bread's part of the sandwich.
Sure.
I want all these components to be I want a good beef to bun ratio. I don't want 3 times the beef to bun. So that was the argument that kind of got this all started.
Right.
I remember the post. It posted a picture of Land and Sea. It was two beefs and an egg roll. It looked like a dick and balls.
Yep.
Obviously on purpose.
Clever.
And that that was really good back then. But that got the argument going. But back in the day, beefs were mainly geographic. You went to Philabola. I went to Land and Sea.
Yep.
If I was in Lynn, I'd go to Minos. If I was driving by, I'd go to Bill and Bob's. I never went out of my way for a beef.
No, absolutely not.
Now, there are fucking destination sandwich certain places.
Yeah.
I've driven to Tewksbury, Lowell, North Andover, New Hampshire.
You look no further than what Modern's doing.
Yep, there it is.
You got people at. Let's be honest. They open what 10, right? 10 o'clock.
11.
Not an ideal time for a fucking roast beef sandwich by most standards. It's like a lunch dinner food. 11's still in the breakfast brunch category,
especially on Saturday morning. Yeah.
Saturday morning, yeah. So it's like that's at least for me, that's a fucking breakfast. That's breakfast time. Yeah, that's sure eggs and bacon and coffee.
If I'm in Maine, I'm eating eggs, bacon, and some sort of potato at 11.
Yeah.
That's when breakfast.
But there's a line down the fucking block.
Yep, sure is.
Just a fucking fantastic sandwich.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best experience you can get in beefing. And if someone wants to bitch about the line and how it's so exclusive, grow the fuck up and get in the line once.
Grow up. Wake up earlier. Wake up fucking.
Just bring a chair.
Yeah, Mark Mordaunt saying fucking Pepperell, CNS.
Yeah. Oh, that guy's killing it.
Jesus Christ. Look, they look
out of
fantastic.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
But again, Peabody Greek.
That's what it is.
If you're a Peabody Greek, you can fucking sling beef. I don't know how they do it. Did you see the post today? Beverly Hospital?
Yeah. And like every part of me wants to say, all right, come on, man. That's not where'd you really get it? But it looks like it's real.
You see who posted it?
No.
It was Szanski.
Oh.
You know Dave.
Yeah. So of course I'm questioning it.
Well, no. You know what Dave does for a living? Mm-mm. He's the food service manager at Beverly Hospital.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
But he didn't make it. He didn't make it, and he also gave it a real rating. So that's why I didn't disallow it.
I was questioning it just because it's like it looks way too fucking good. And it's like that's the first time I'm guessing.
So Dave went to culinary school. Dave is a really good cook, and he has all the toys there because it's a fucking commercial kitchen. So he got the Jimmy in. He sous vide it. He did everything. He follows. He knows what everyone does. He got good onion rolls.
We virtually crossed paths. We've never met.
Yeah. Dave's a great guy, and he had his people in his kitchen like do a bottom round, sous vide it to a certain temperature. He's a real anal prick about that stuff. They have a commercial slicer.
So is this now a regular special?
It was a one-off for now.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's sold because again, it's Beverly Hospital. Who's getting the beef there?
Yeah.
But he went and got one, and reviewed it. But like I said, I give people shit for like when Jumptown reviews his own sandwich. Like you're gonna say come on, this is a commercial. But this was he didn't make it. He got it from the people, and he gave it a real review. 7.9 is not a crazy good score. It's a good score, but he was honest. Like, yeah, they did a good job.
I mean, for a hospital. Some of the comments though, my favorite comment was, I'm going to go home and stab my wife so I can go in and get that. I'm like, wow, I like that a lot. That's a fucking good comment. That's so good.
It's really good. Like, how do you get away with that? I say fucking fart wrong and I get fucking zucked. This guy's going to stab his wife.
Oh, shit. We got to do ads.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a piss anyways. Do ads.
Yeah, all right, we'll do ads. Speaking of stabbing your wife,
Calamity.
Gary Girolamo and the Gary Girolamo Group, Cross Country Mortgage. Buy and refi with Gary.com is the website, and at Buy and Refi on Instagram. Of course, as we say, you gotta marry the house and fuck the rate. Real estate is what it is these days, but you know what? If you got the money and you want to buy a house, don't worry about the rate right now, because that's what Gary's here for. You go buy and refi with Gary.com. Hit on the apply now, and he'll help you refinance your home. And we thank him for sponsoring the show. Again, Gary Girolamo Group, Cross Country Mortgage. Buy and refi with Gary.com and at Buy and Refi on Instagram. Ben Franklin Print Company. If you were at FERG Fest this past weekend, all signage provided by Ben Franklin Print Company looked absolutely fucking fantastic. Fuck me, fantastic.
Who?
Fantastic. I said all the signage at FERG Fest looked fantastic.
Oh yeah, well,
Drink.
fantastic. Yeah, fantastic is not the word you wanted, but yeah, Joe killed it.
Yeah, absolutely. BenFranklinPrintCo.com is the website. At BenFranklin_PrintCo is the Instagram. Not only can Joe provide all your printing needs, whether it's T-shirts, fucking banners, fucking wrapping cars, vans, boats. He'll also do your e-commerce. Just go to BenFranklinPrintCo.com and talk to Joe.
Don't forget the caskets, Mike. He does caskets.
He
now.
will do caskets as well. And if you mention F Buddies, you get 10% off your next order, especially if it's a fucking casket.
Can I tell you something real quick though with Joe? So he got there and he folded all my shirts for me.
Aww. Every
single shirt I had, he folded them and put them in correct stacks so that Tashi and my wife could organize them properly, because he's the best folder I've ever seen. But he got there and became Johnny on the spot. And then when he got done helping me, he walks. I let the Pull and the Cook guys have a table. I'm like, those are my boys.
Yeah.
Throw a table up. I'm gonna sell my shirts cheaper than you sell yours because I'm a dick. But yeah, of course, throw a table up. No brainer, because Fitzy and first of all, Brendan's playing.
Right.
Second, Danny's a fucking content machine.
Right.
So's Fitzy, and he's also my boy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love those guys. And we don't fight with podcasts anymore, so we're good.
Right.
I'm going on there soon to watch Danny eat mayo. So I walk over.
Oh, hopefully it's Mike's amazing.
Yeah, we'll see. They got a chance to fix that problem.
Yep.
We're still waiting. So
it was funny getting dropped off at the airport. I'm like, oh, there's the fucking billboard.
Yep, there it is. They're everywhere. So yeah, Joe walks over and starts folding their shirts for them.
I mean,
he wants to make sure it looks
nice guy.
Also, he printed all their stuff too. Yeah, they sell more shirts, they buy more shirts. Joe's no dummy.
Yeah, of course.
They have they gave me a sweet one. They have it's the Masters kind of logo, Masters golf logo.
The green one with the state of Massachusetts. Nice, fucking sick
nice
shirt.
Yeah, I got one over there. I was bored tonight, but
that's a fucking really good shirt.
Yeah, it is.
Of course, thanks to Dave and everyone over at Twisted Fate Brewing in Danvers, Route 114 in Danvers, of course, behind or beside, depending on your geographical preference, to the Guitar Center, in front of the Walmart. You know where to get there. But if you are in an Uber, you are going to have to tell them to keep going. No, keep going. Keep going.
Don't stop 114.
No. So when they pull into Guitar Center, they just want to stop. It's like, no, keep going. And then they pull around the next corner, and it's like, I don't know, one more. Keep going. Don't worry, I'm not going to rape you. Keep going.
Past the Light and Leisure by the dumpster.
There you go. There we are. Route 114 in Danvers, TwistedFateBrewing.com is the website. Click on Find Our Beer to figure out what bars are pouring Twisted Fate and what liquor stores are selling Twisted Fate Brewing. Instagram at Twisted Fate Brewing for taproom hours. They are now, let's see, they're closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays, it looks like, nowadays.
Yeah, they're adding hours at all times. They keep on adding some times.
Which is also why follow Twisted Fate Brewing on Instagram.
Lots of Twisted Fate folks at the FERG Fest.
We were at Twisted Fate for a couple hours.
Yep.
And every other person that came in bought a 4-pack of Nighthawk and Dragon.
Yep. Even ones that didn't know I was sitting there.
Nope.
Just bought the beer based on the one guy bought the beer because of the name.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dave goes, his face. So I'm like, oh, yeah, it's your face. Yeah, it looks like I'm in the zoo. Perfect.
Look at you with the face.
Yeah, with the face. I've gained 30 pounds since then. I was fat then, too.
With the face. All right, we'll get to the rest in a little bit.
And if you got a grudge to hold, Dave's your guy.
Holy shit, yeah.
You want to discuss grudges with Dave? The man is a grudge-holding machine. I thought I was better.
Go to Twisted Fate and just let him pour some beers.
Bring up an enemy.
And bring up a fucking enemy. God, I love him.
Yo, Dave's the best. Yeah, Dave's my favorite. I like that he was at FERG Fest and just picked a spot and stayed.
Oh yeah, he was posted.
This is my spot. This is my spot.
Yep.
I'm not moving. Mm-hmm. I'm not leaving. I'm hanging right here. I love this spot.
There was a few different types of people, and when I say that, like geographical people at this type of event. When I go out drinking, I am definitely a post up. Like I pick a fucking bar stool and I sit there forever.
Sure.
But at things like this, I'm very much I rover. I'm moving around.
Sure.
I'm mingling about.
A lot of people to see, a lot of hands to shake.
Yeah, kind of. Also, I don't know. I get like basically like ants in the pants type is the best way to describe it at things like this. So it's like if I'm moving around, you sit there, you talk, little bit of a little small talk, a little bullshit, a little chit chat for like 3-5 minutes tops, and move the fuck on. That's also why.
Well, yeah, because it gets awkward after.
It's also helps that I drink fucking fast, so I can always have the excuse of gotta get another beer and fuck off.
Yeah.
Yep. And then there are the ones who just post up, and they're posted up, and you see them every time you move on past. Like
you want to see Dave? Go find him at the bar.
I saw Dave every time I got a new beer. Hey, back again.
How you doing, Dave?
But yeah. So, what else we got on FERG Fest before we move on?
I think we're good.
Ultimate success.
Yeah.
How happy?
We're doing it again.
Honestly, how happy are you?
You probably don't remember this.
Yeah.
Because you were well liquored up at this point.
Yeah.
And you said the right thing that I agreed with at the end. You walked up to me. You gave me a big hug.
Yeah.
You made it really awkward.
Yeah.
And you go, you did it.
Yeah.
I said, I know. He goes, and you go, no, you did it. I go, and it felt like that pot and Good Will Hunting. Like, not your fault, but like I did it. Like, I know.
Opposite.
Yeah, but like I did it. I pulled it off.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the end of Christmas Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
When Chevy finally, Christmas is over. I did it.
I fucking did it. Yep.
And I it's part of one of my videos that I edited down. I did the old I did it thing.
Yeah.
As I'm watching that, I go, no, I didn't. I didn't. Not just it. I'd love to help. So I pulled off the I did it. I mean, yes, I did it, but we did it. We, you, me, my wife, my buddies, all of the Beef Group mods. The amount of people that fucking pushed it and helped me. Yeah. In the bar, the bands, the fucking food trucks. There was a whole community of we that day.
But and yes, you're absolutely right. And the humbleness is a bit awkward on this show.
Yeah, I know. It's silly though.
But there's, I'd say 9 out of 10 people that just wouldn't have the balls to actually pull the trigger on this shit, and you did.
No, that I will take that victory lap. Yes,
it's like because you're you have plenty of fucking people that are ready to step the fuck up and help out, but you got to make the first move.
I do. I have some awesome. I've been so fortunate with like just falling ass backwards into people who can do shit that I can't do because there's things I can't do. And people that want to help, like Tashi just wanted to help.
Yep.
My wife being willing to actually step up and help and work her ass off that day.
Yeah.
And then being cool with me going to the strip club afterwards, like,
of course,
without her.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, have a better day. You can't have a better day, Mrs. Ferg.
Yeah.
But then on the flip side of that, the amount of people rooting for me to fail, and that list is fucking long and not distinguished.
Mm-hmm.
That is Loserville, USA, and some of them I would consider actual friends.
Wow.
Who rooted for me to fail. I know I can name. I'm not going to. I can name them. One was watching earlier.
You don't. Here's the thing.
Begging for me to fail.
Here's the thing. There's no need to fucking mention it because you didn't.
Oh no,
you fucking didn't.
There was no
failure, and they know that.
When I
said, everybody that didn't buy a fucking ticket, everybody that didn't show up out of spite because of whatever the fuck they feel about you, they saw the pictures, they saw the stories, they saw everybody saying best fucking day ever, and now they're like, son of a bitch. I should have just not given a shit that this guy wanted to throw a fucking party and gone.
One person, I'll name him. He's the first ever MVB in the group, Ryan Monahan.
Mm-hmm.
Just a relentless troll now.
Interesting.
Just like completely shitting on the idea of it. And I go, it must be so exhausting to be this much better than everybody else. Nobody's got fucking meth teeth.
Yeah, just jumped in the chat. Greatest amount of FOMO I've ever had. And yeah, I was actually a little pissed I didn't see him. Charlie Chugs. Yeah,
no, Charlie had a real reason, though. There was some people who weren't
there were people that, like, it's like, oh, fuck, I really wish they were here.
You know, like the people that weren't there because they're dickheads, they weren't there because they had an actual reason. Like, Javier that came to the Cabaret had kids' games in Sudbury. Like, yeah, I get it. Charlie had to work. He tried. Listen, I watched him.
Yeah.
Petros got fired.
Petros got himself fired to be there.
That's not even hyperbole. He lost his job.
Not even a joke. The man is unemployed at this moment.
He said, I'm not missing this. I'm fucking going. I got fired.
He got fired.
So, Charlie, you've been out-dicked. You could have gone and gotten fired, but fine. You want to keep your job and support your family? Not Petros.
Jumptown, same thing. He didn't even know he was supposed to work.
Yeah, he found out.
Thank God for Donnie White, or Jumptown would have got fired and not shown up.
He would have lost it. Not even work. He would have lost his whole kitchen.
He would have lost his fucking business.
Because he's subletting that kitchen. I think that's the word. I don't know what the word is, but he's like renting that space.
There was a moment, and someone called it out when the Sons of Anarchy showed up, and everyone thought it was Dan Connor.
He was not there. I don't know what his issue was. He said he had a conflict. I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
I'm pretty disappointed. He's
been to everything.
There are at least 37 women that would be pregnant right now if he'd shown up,
and 2 men.
Yes, at least 2. I mean, Dan
Will
Robertson.
Fucked.
Dan was getting fucked, and I was sorry, Will getting fucked, and Dan Robertson, a Speedo, getting plowed. I was in shorts didn't fit me. God, we're all getting fucked. Yeah, Dan was missed. Dan never misses anything. He was coming until he wasn't. So I don't know what happened.
In Laconia. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna. I think it's a bike week thing.
Well, it is, but bike. You can go tomorrow. Whatever. I don't know. Everyone's got their reasons, their priorities. I wish Dan was there. I love that guy.
But again, all of those people are going to make sure they're there next fucking year.
Yep,
guaranteed.
Yep. Did see
it's a fucking PTO day. You take the fucking time.
I did. So next year's on a Saturday, anyways. We're going to make sure we don't fuck this up.
Well, people work on the weekends.
Yeah, not my problem. Get a different job.
Take a fucking day off.
I did see a weird comment last night, and I don't understand it. I'm not sure the person who wrote it understood it.
Go ahead.
I mean, Jumptown said it.
Well, he definitely didn't understand what he was saying, but go ahead.
It was something to do with he's going to do a festival, but he's busy making money, so he can't. Inferring I'm not busy doing other things. Like he's the only one in the world who works.
Well, he is. He doesn't know what he's fucking saying.
I was napping before I came on this show because I worked all day and my fucking body's ruined. Like just because
the man's fucking grinding. Don't let them. That's.
I'm not saying he's not. I think he is.
No,
I think he is working
you,
hard.
Sir.
Oh, yes.
I meant fucking you. Okay. Again, this this episode is what it's going to be. There's a lot of ball washing on Andy Ferg's part here, but. The man fucking grinds, plain and simple. We jokingly say stuff like, "Oh, got to get Andy off the ladder," but he's on a fucking ladder
all day,
every day. Okay,
it sucks.
He's down a Harambe.
I gotta tell you that one of the more a couple in my experience of doing this thing that I do, I've had 2 really humbling moments because of my real job.
Yeah,
one was Monday morning.
Yeah.
The other one was after I left AAF for the first time. My big moment on AAF. Like I brought beefs. There was Danielle, and I had the best morning ever on the show.
You felt like the man, and then you had to go climb a ladder.
I tried to build Ricka. And I remember there was a moment, right? Because the AAF show is like, where was it? Fucking
Brighton.
Near Boston.
Brighton.
Yeah. I had to take 128 to get where I was going.
Yep.
From there. and I stopped at one of those rest stops like Waltham. They may have been in Wal. I don't know wherever they were.
No, they were in Brighton, Alston. Yep.
Okay, so somehow maybe it's the Bill Rick had to go to Waltham. So I was at the rest stop.
You went through Waltham.
Yeah,
100%. Because I lived in Belmont and commuted to where they were.
Okay,
yeah.
So I stopped at the Waltham rest stop, wherever it is on 128.
Right.
To go to the bathroom and get breakfast, and I was sitting by myself at a table eating McDonald's.
Yeah.
My phone was blowing up. I just had the coolest morning ever. And I'm at a Waltham McDonald's rest stop, about to go climb ladders and get stung by bees and bleed.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta get off this fucking ladder. That was almost 5 years ago. And then that
was more than 5 years ago. That was before,
Sunday.
That was before we met.
Yeah. Sunday night, I was on cloud 13.
Yeah.
I couldn't have triumphed more.
Mm-hmm.
Then I ran a festival named after myself because I'm an arrogant asshole.
Yeah,
it was a rousing success. I hung with awesome people all day. I think I made some money.
At the very least, you didn't lose any.
Yes. Everyone's making videos. I'm feeling fucking like $1 million zillion. I come home at a normal time, not shit-faced. My wife's not mad at me. We hang out and watch TV for a little while. Alarm goes off 6:30 Monday morning.
Son of a bitch reality.
And I have to go to the biggest pig of a construction job I'm doing in a long time and just make a fucking giant mess. I went, wow, what a difference a fucking day makes.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was celebrity Ferg. Today I'm fucking grunt loser worker.
Yeah. That's where life is right now. And trust me, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who flies up there, lives this fucking life. Let's do the Cabaret show, for example.
Yeah.
Fly in, banger of a fucking show at a strip club. All the girls wearing our fucking logo on their tank tops, fucking big logo behind. Everyone loving every part of it. Fly home, reality.
Yep, go to work.
Gotta. That alarm's still gonna go off at fucking 7 o'clock every morning.
Someday we'll get out of this. Listen, we're pushing. We're pushing forward, though.
Of course.
Yeah, we're gonna get out. We're gonna get off the ladder.
Despite what people want to fucking think.
Oh, the haters.
And that's honestly, it's that quiet subconscious motivation. It's not even the driving force anymore because we're so far beyond like the spite show we used to do.
Yeah.
You know, the old joke was, this is the most successful spite show ever.
Yep.
No, it's just a real fucking show now. It's just a real thing.
Well, again, we've talked about that. I have this lame, like,
time to masturbate in the mirror.
Yes, listen, is that Billy? Because that would be very
That's
good.
Leslie.
Oh, even better.
I'm like, but she's a little dash says Clancy. Maybe Justin said it on the concert. I don't know.
Oh, did he? Okay. Yes, he did say that. He did say that. Yes.
But Billy is there. Yes.
So
hi, Billy.
We've talked about my playlist that I have.
Yeah.
I have my inspirational playlist that I put on when I take a shower.
You're such a fucking woman.
Yeah, if you could say the word, you would.
Yeah, I would.
So one of the songs on there, yeah, there it is. Hold on one sec. One of the songs on my, I would call, inspirational playlist,
yeah,
is a country song. It's fucking lame.
Yeah. It's
Toby Keith, How Do You Like Me Now? I don't even like country music.
Yeah.
That song sings to me.
Okay.
Because he was laughed at trying to chase his dream.
He died, right?
Oh, no, he's good. Oh, yeah. He did die. Like 6 months ago. Yeah,
okay,
like 6 months ago. Yeah. Yeah, because I remember one of my Facebook friends went to elementary school, middle school, high school with one of the former mods, posted that Toby Keith was an asshole the day he died because he was an asshole to him personally. He came out to Iraq to visit the soldiers and was being a dick to the troops.
That happens.
Yeah. So like that song's fucking lame and it shouldn't work, but yeah. What did I bump on the way to fucking the party on Sunday? Eminem, Lose Yourself.
That's right.
On repeat.
You sent me a picture. Yeah.
Yeah, on repeat.
Also, after the night we fucking had, palms sweaty, legs like fucking spaghetti or some shit. Yeah.
Puking on your sweaty. Yeah, it was a fucking disaster.
Yeah, you were a disaster.
But like that shit, it doesn't fuel me anymore, but it's nice when you successfully do something, and
it's
the fucking
always
people
nice
who got
to prove somebody wrong.
Well, they're all waiting.
You're benefiting from it.
They're all waiting. There's a small group of people just begging for me to fuck up. One of them's like one of the people who would love to see me fuck up. His mother-in-law was there on.
It's fucking hilarious.
On Sunday. Yeah. I'm not dropping names, but he used to be a moderator. He would love to fight me or see me fail. Although I did see him out one time, and I gave him his chance to have
fuck around and find out
if he wanted to. I just stared at him from 4 inches away from his face, and he wouldn't look at me. So sometimes people forget I'm not. You meet someone and they're small. Like Will shocked me how big Will was. I didn't know how big Will was. Yeah. Can't tell. Sometimes you don't know from. And I see someone else. I'm like, holy fuck, you're little.
People's size is one of the more surprising things. Every time I meet new people from the group, whether they're taller or shorter, like even this time, and I've met Fitzy a few times now, but just it was me and him and Will standing there, and we're like, who the fuck is taller? And we were actually doing your nose is here and my eyes are here, and this was before we were fucking drunk.
50 must have you guys by a little bit, right?
I think the assumption is he's got me by an inch and Will by 2, because Will's like an inch shorter than me.
Yeah.
But there was questions. But
I said my height.
Fitzy thinks I'm taller than him, and I think he's taller than me. I don't know.
He's such a mountain.
He's a massive man.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
He carries it well though. He's a heavy boy, but he's not like you don't look at him and go, oh, that guy's fucking fat.
No, not at all.
He just looks like a left tackle.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's Fitzy I love, and I know he roots for me. I root for him. It's the people that you're like, Jesus, fuck you.
I love that nobody remembers Will's name as Will except for Leslie. He's just been referred to as Mike's boyfriend every time.
Mike's boyfriend was out of control. He looked so special. Fucking huge zoo vibes from him.
Well, I mean, like I said, there was a point that the lights were turned off heavily.
Yeah,
they were slammed off.
Yeah, he's one of the drunkest people I've been around in quite a while. He outdrunk Dan Bob. That's impressive.
That's pretty good.
And Dan Bob was going there to be the drunkest person there, but nope.
And did not puke all over my mother's house, which I appreciate.
Wow, that's impressive, actually.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I did leave him laying on his back, fucking out cold, so he could have died.
You could have killed him. Yeah, that could have been a death sentence. Yeah.
But goddamn, he's a big man. I don't want to roll that fucking shit.
You even announced it to your friends. I killed him. He's dead.
I did. Holy shit!
If he actually died, Jesus. I remember one time I had this not close, really close friend of mine, but decently a guy I was friends with. But like my friends were closer friends with him than I was. But I was the person that he died.
Yeah,
that's my point.
Yeah,
and I found out first because someone that was close to him told me, and I started a group chat with all my friends, not thinking that some of them are really close to him.
Yeah.
In a group chat, I just told him. I told like his best friend from like elementary school, he's dead. He overdosed. I'm like, yeah, it's not the way to deliver that message via text. I probably should have made a different choice that day.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I know you were friends with John Power your whole life, and you guys grew up together, were best friends in kindergarten. He's dead now. And I sent you a text. John Power's dead. That's what I wrote. John Power's dead.
How old were you?
30.
Oh, okay.
He was an adult.
And you were an adult. Yeah.
Yeah, it was handled poorly.
Yeah.
On my end, I apologize. At the wake, I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't think to. Like, as they're all crying over this kid, I'm like, oh, you guys really liked him a lot, huh?
Yeah.
I feel bad now.
So, anyways,
we need to pivot to a different topic. We only can probably do one, I think.
Probably. Do a couple ads while I take a piss.
What do we have left?
Yeah, jump on. Do Anthony's Cabaret. By the time you get to Nick's, I'll be back.
All right. Anthony's Roast Beef in Tewksbury at ARB Tewksbury on Instagram. Home of the Beef Bambino. Home of some of the most delicious looking desserts you'll ever see. Home of this new lobster roll they got now. This fucking thing looks phenomenal. Buttered brioche bun. Are you kidding me? Also great people over there. Anthony's Roast Beef in Tewksbury, right across from Treehouse, right across from a golf course. You could go to Treehouse. Don't get, the problem with Treehouse is the 3 beer limit, so don't get fucked over like Charlie Chugs did. But Anthony's Roast Beef in Tewksbury, try the Beef Bambino. The Big Beef Bino. I didn't name it. They also have this, if you order it special, this grilled cheese 3-way. So it's 2 grilled cheeses with a 3-way between. It looks phenomenal. Anthony's Roast Beef in Tewksbury at ARB Tewksbury on Instagram. The Cabaret Lounge, the world famous Cabaret Lounge in Peabody. I was there twice this weekend. That's the first time I've done that in over 20 years. I will go there occasionally, but back-to-back nights is not something I do often. We made a stripper enemy, Mike and I, a while back. We did our live show. We've reconciled with a stripper. We're now friendly with her. She's our pal, and hopefully she'll be there for our live show coming up on July 18th. That's a Thursday. We'll be live at the Cabaret again. Very excited about that. I mean, the place is it's an icon. It's what do they call it? It's a sports dive bar with naked chicks, or it's a dive bar with naked strippers. I don't know. It's an experience. It's not like your typical strip club where you're getting fucking jacked off in the back room by some Russian prostitute. No. You're gonna have an experience that night. Some great, some bad. It's gonna be a mishmash of everything. All fetishes, all types will be represented. When I was there, our favorite stripper from the live show, Fluidity, was there, and she told me she has lots of new stories for us. So I can't wait to hear them. They take all comers at the Cabaret, and it's a fantastic place. So at Cabaret Lounge, Mike, what's the Instagram for the Cabaret?
Cabaret Lounge Peabody.
Cabaret Lounge Peabody on Instagram.
Yep. At Cabaret Lounge Peabody. Live show July 18th. It's going to be a Thursday night show coming up in July. And in a couple weeks, we got a second show that week that we are going to announce. I'm assuming he's running to take a piss. Nick's on Essex Street in Beverly. Nick's Pizza, Subs, and Roast Beef. 207 Essex Street in Beverly. The website, nickspizzabeverly.com is the website, and you get 5% off every online order you place through nickspizzabeverly.com. Their Instagram, Nick's_pizza Beverly, where you can see pinned right up at the top, Ty Law's review of a Nick's Roast Beef 3-way, which the score was, this is not bullshit.
Not bullshit.
Not bullshit. Again, Nick's 207 Essex Street in Beverly, nickspizzabeverly.com. For online orders, you get 5% off every online order. And, of course, thank you to Priority Capital, making your world our priority. Justin Mario, great to see the Marios this weekend.
Always a pleasure with those two.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great folks. Love hanging out with them. I think I was working with them, dancing with them on the in the concert room.
Yeah.
I was out of control.
You were out of control.
Out of control.
You were a menace, sir.
Causing all the trouble.
Priority Capital, what can they do for you?
Anything.
Help me out here.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If you own a small business or a large business, any business really, and you need money right now, that's where you go. You don't go to a bank. They are a bank, but they don't borrow money from the government. They have money to give.
Right.
So, like, basically, if you're backed by a man with money, a billionaire, say, and he wants to make some money with his money.
He wants to make money with his money.
Yeah, instead of buying fucking AMC and hoping it goes to the fucking moon like an idiot, he puts his money in the hands of these smart people who know how to give it away with interest. So, you get a quick 10 G's, 100 G's, whatever you need.
Looking to open a franchise at McDonald's?
Yeah. You want to buy a Bobcat? Open a franchise. Open an Arby's if you're an asshole.
The logo is on the website.
Hey, listen, no shame in that game as long as you don't do it around here.
Open up an Arby's. Right in the heart of Danvers.
Imagine how long that would not last. What do you give an Arby's over under lasting in Danvers? 3 months?
Yeah.
They have a lot of money, so they're not going to close right away.
I would say they would probably break the lease around month 8.
I mean, we do have a Sonic around here, which I have never seen a customer go to since they opened. I mean, they had that like one weekend.
That Route 1 one?
Yeah, that's still open right now.
So dumb.
Why do we have a Sonic?
So dumb. The
girls on fucking Moleskine
I was still in Linfield when they opened up, and I remember just the line of cars down Route 1, and I'm like, first at that point I was like, I don't even know what fucking Sonic serves, but there's no way I would wait. I knew they were fast food. There was no way I would ever wait in a line like that for fucking fast food. Never. Not no time.
When Chick-fil-A's open up, people that wait in line. You could drive to Peabody from Methuen in the time you could wait in that fucking line. Go to the mall. We've had one in Peabody for 20 years. Go to the fucking mall, get a sandwich. They're fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
Although they just changed the rule. They're not cooking good chicken anymore. Like they no longer have like the antibiotic free chicken. They're trying to kill us like everybody else. First they hate the gays, now they give us poison chicken.
They finally succumb to the fucking non-natural chicken.
Yeah. Big, huge breasts. That's why they hate gays, because they can't appreciate big breasts.
It's true.
Although I can. Especially when the big breasts are attached to a guy with a dick.
That's true.
There's
so much meat on that bone. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Thank you to Priority Capital. Again, the website is PriorityCapital.com, making your world our priority. Okay, so let's see. We got a whole shitload of topics. Most of them were two weeks old.
Let's be on topical. Let's be topical right now. Let's go to something new.
All right. So right off the bat, this one today-ish, at least in the last few days, the WNBA seems to be angry at everybody and everything.
Well, Mike.
Yeah.
They have
who better to commentate on the WNBA than Andy and myself?
Listen, I'm following the WNBA right now.
Are you?
I actually am for the first time in my life.
All right. You've
Do you
watched
know why
the game?
Highlights.
You've gambled on a game?
Yes.
Okay.
Highlights. And also, I got the stats locked in. Why am I watching the WNBA right now, Mike?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
Again, I'm not that I'm watching. I'm paying attention for the first time ever. And I've masturbated to Rebecca Lobo in the past.
That's a new name for me, actually.
Rebecca Lobo played at UConn in 1994 and played in the WNBA afterwards.
Okay.
She's one of the early stars in the WNBA. When I had a broken elbow in the hospital at Beverly, way before they were serving beefs, Rebecca Lobo was on the menu for me.
All right.
I couldn't get. It was no Pornhub back then, kids.
But she was only making about $22,000 a year, and
she was in college. I was just a 15-year-old boy. She was in college, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, Rebecca Lobo?" I think I'm the only person in the history of the world to have that said out loud that they've yanked their crank to Rebecca Lobo.
You might be.
Look her up. She's gross. But in college, she had them titties, and I was stuck in a bed with a 3-inch TV and a 4-inch dick. Let's figure it out.
So.
Anyways, I'm paying attention to WNBA right now for one reason. It's not fucking Angel Reese.
Is it not?
It's not Angel Reese.
Are you sure? Because she says it is.
I'm positive.
She says it is.
It's that white bitch, Caitlin Clark. Cancel me.
You can't call her a white bitch.
I just did. She's a white bitch. That white. I was like, she's a bitch. I'm like, that white bitch. I stay with Pat McAfee.
My fucking boy, Pat McAfee, got in a little bit of heat with ESPN. Apparently, I don't know, it was sometime last week. Everybody's heads were deep in FERG Fest at that point. But yeah, so he was running down the WNBA and talking about all their players. And he got this big fucking screen behind him, and he's standing up, and he's pointing at all these fucking players, and it flips, and it's just one solo shot of Caitlin Clark, and goes, but there's this one white bitch that's a superstar.
Yes, she is.
Pointing to her, meaning she's the reason people are fucking tuning in. Well, calling Caitlin Clark a white bitch, it means you now have to apologize. And here's the thing. This is why you fail. He was giving you praise. He was giving you fucking praise. I saw a fucking headline, didn't read the articles, but apparently Stephen A. Smith's getting shit for not covering them too.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to be getting shit. And it's like, yeah, because every time we mention you, we have to fucking apologize for something we didn't even know was a problem. We were giving you praise. It's like
first time in history of
fucking wife.
For the first time in history of women's basketball, people care.
Kind of.
Now,
kind of.
Yes, kind of. Now,
I think people are turning quickly.
But instead of leaning into it, they're getting all racial.
Yeah, I mean, Pat could have worded that like a million better ways. He could have not called her a bitch. He could have not brought race into it, but he did. But he was still giving her praise, and he still had to make an apology. And I was talking to a guy today, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's because I can't believe he apologized." I'm like, first of all, I can absolutely believe he apologized because
he makes a lot of money.
He's sitting there as the luckiest son of a bitch in the world. He's sitting in his home with his buddies, basically doing what we're doing, but for millions of dollars on ESPN. Mm-hmm. Yes, yep. If they're like, hey, say sorry for saying white bitch, I'm saying fucking sorry for white bitch. Plain and simple.
And I do get the flip side isn't allowed. You can't say the other one. And I won't even say it right now. I'm not getting that on.
Right. You're not going to put that on one of the chapters.
No. So
white bitch is going to be a chapter, by the way.
I hope so. Yeah, white bitch again. We'll say it again. We'll keep saying white bitch. But like, yes, I understand he can't say the opposite, and it would come off as racist. But she's white. But again, it was more of a bad bitch.
There wasn't a racist connotation to it.
No,
the context wasn't race based. It was just a poor choice of words. And
I don't even think it was. I think it's a poor world we live in.
Well, it is.
She's a white bitch.
First of all, it is a poor world that we live in. But again, like I said, there's a million better ways to say that. We all live in 2024. We're all broadcasting in 2024.
What about this bitch over here? Is bitch okay?
I have no idea. Honestly,
which is the worst problem?
I don't. I think bitch is the worst problem. I think it was
race is important.
I think it was more a woman thing than a black-white thing.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yes,
I definitely believe it was more a woman thing than a black, and that was why when we were texting about it, I said that this is basically becoming the sports version of the female Ghostbusters.
What?
So what I mean by that, when the movie came out, people weren't hot about the fact that they were doing it in first of all. And it had nothing to do with them being women. They were just remaking Ghostbusters and ignoring the first two fucking movies. That's what pissed people off. Then people saw it, and it was a bad movie. So bad that they did fucking forget about it and make two other fantastic movies going back to the originals.
I still haven't seen the new Ghostbusters.
It's really good. It's really good. Definitely give it a watch when it hits.
What's it on? What's it on? Nothing yet?
Nothing yet. You might be able to find it because you're a fucking pirate, but
no, I don't use that anymore. It doesn't work.
But no, nothing yet. But so when the negative reviews started coming in, and granted, some of them were just straight up misogynist, fuck women, blah blah blah. The problem was the people behind the movie leaned into it in the wrong way. They basically said anyone who doesn't like this movie is a sexist misogynist. I'm like, and I'm sitting here like, I gave it a fair shot. I gave it a fair fucking shot.
Who's in that? Who's in this? It's Melissa McCarthy
Wig, and Melissa McCarthy,
and the blonde chick,
the funniest person in SNL ever, Kate McKinnon, and Leslie Jones.
So if Kristen Wiig's in something, I hate it.
I'm not a fan of hers. First of all, I'm not a big fan of. I like Kate McKinnon in certain things. We talked about her last week or the week before when we did the SNL thing.
Yeah,
she's fine to me. She's a good supporting actress, but I'm not a big fan of, especially Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy. Like anytime I see them, it's like, yeah, I'll definitely wait.
I mean, I don't hate Melissa McCarthy at all. I think she can be funny.
She's got me on a few occasions, but I'm not running out to a Melissa McCarthy. She's not putting my butt in a seat.
There's a reason that Kristen Wiig does Target commercials now and not movies anymore.
Jesus, how fucking sad are those?
Yeah. She's being a character.
She literally is spoofing the spoof.
Yeah, she's really...
The character was mocking the target, and now that's her job.
Yep, that's her only job.
So anyway, so they leaned into it, and they were like, if you don't like this movie, you're a sexist and a misogynist, and it's because you hate women. When in the fact is, like I said, I gave it a fair shot. It was hard to avoid all the reviews, but I watched it. It was not funny.
No, it's not funny.
And it was trying way too fucking hard to be funny. And then there was, of course, the purist Ghostbuster fan in me that was like, well, and they're just ignoring the fact that these other movies exist. even though their first ad campaign was all about the original movie.
Well, yeah, they were remaking the original.
It was so fucking. It was so bad. It was just bad.
Didn't they have who's the superhero? They had fucking
Chris Hemsworth.
Thor. Yeah, Thor.
Yeah.
Being fucking the secretary. Yeah, perfect. Good job.
And so fast forward a little bit further. I'm gonna deep dive a little bit into Movie Nerd for a second. What the fuck's her name? Elizabeth Banks directed the reboot to Charlie's Angels.
Okay.
Nobody saw it. The people that did see it didn't like it. Her press, same fucking thing. If you don't like this, you're just a women-hating misogynist. And I'm just like, you made a bad fucking movie. Just take the L. You made a bad fucking movie. But because of... And that one was even worse because Charlie's Angels were women all along. It wasn't women. It wasn't like they took the Ghostbusters and made it a female reboot. Charlie's Angels was always women. You just made a bad fucking movie.
Should have made them gay men. That'd been fucking hilarious.
It was just bad, and they kind of leaned into it. And now it feels very similar, where it's like any negative comments about the WNBA now is being hit back with, well, you just hate women. It's like, no, they just can't dunk.
One of them can.
Wow. That's real exciting for the fucking viewer.
Did you see
and here's the thing. Okay, before you go, today at work we had it was female. It was college softball. Because I think they were in their World Series or whatever the fuck they're doing. I don't know. It was on ESPN.
Very hot. Ooh,
it was on ESPN, and I glanced over a couple times, but you know what I noticed? The fucking stadium was packed. You know why? Because they're not coming out and fucking bitching. They're just going out there and playing their fucking asses off, putting butts in seats because they're fucking playing the sport the right way.
On that topic too, I just said something a little misogynist, a little sexist, because I have watched college softball in the past, and I do find the women very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them.
Yep.
And that sounds like, I'm objectifying women. Do you know who else does that?
Who?
Every woman watching NFL football.
Yeah.
All they do is check out guys' asses. I've sat there and listened to it. My wife discusses it openly.
Yeah, but that's okay because apparently toxic femininity isn't a fucking thing.
Well, that's right.
You know why? Because we don't really give a shit. That's the problem. If we started bitching, imagine, holy fucking shit. Imagine if fucking male athletes start fucking tweeting, you need to stop fucking objectifying us and our bodies. We are just playing a sport. We are professionals.
They're busy fucking.
You know how many guys be like, shut up, cunt.
In the Instagram chat, Chris Miner, who made an appearance on Sunday at FERG Fest.
Yeah, he was actually over on Facebook. He's bouncing back and forth.
Brings up the greatest, the hottest softball player in college history, Jenny Finch.
That name I actually do know.
Oh boy! Oh, she got a lot of endorsement deals after her.
Yeah, she got some
run.
Yeah,
she couldn't be hit. First of all, she was phenomenal. Also, gorgeous blonde.
Yeah.
So that combination of things, really hot and really good.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark got one of those, according to Antonio Brown.
Well,
she looks like
she's a good basketball player.
One thing I do feel bad for her.
Let me put a positive spin on it. She's a great basketball player. She can shoot a 3-point shot.
I'm gonna tell you something though. I feel bad for her. I feel really bad for her.
Yeah.
Because she's not exactly being welcomed into the league.
Because
she's white.
She's
arrogant.
Okay. Is it because of that, or is it because the majority of the players in the league have been playing for more time than her, many years, and they're making about $35,000 a year, and she comes in with multi-million-dollar offers, endorsements. She's blah 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 blah. Is that it? Could be a little bit of jealousy there.
Of course, 100%. But here's the thing: now the team signed a player out of the Euro League in Turkey who had been kicked out of the WNBA for some transgressions in the past.
All right.
They signed her to play against Caitlin, and she came in the game and fucking assaulted her.
As a hockey fan, I see no problem with this. There are goons in every fucking sport.
Of course. So this goon came in, hit Caitlyn, and then she's out again.
So where's your big bitch that's going to hit her back?
That's the thing. They're not defending her.
Now that's on her. That seems more like a personality problem.
Her team, maybe, but she's a very arrogant person.
If your team can't get behind you and you're the fucking star player, it's time to take your fucking talents elsewhere, as LeBlanc would say. LeBlanc.
Yeah. So I feel bad for her because she's a little arrogant. That's how she was in college too.
I don't fight, especially now that you're just saying you're continuing on with it. Apparently, this is a pattern that she's had for a while.
Well, yeah, so
you can't feel bad for somebody that's just who they are. If they're an asshole, they're an asshole. Okay, it doesn't matter if they're man, woman, whatever race they are. If they're an asshole, they're an asshole. So you can't fucking feel bad for these people.
I just grew up with basketball teams who would defend their teammates.
Yeah, as they should.
And listen, WNBA does have an opportunity right now with. Again, we're going to go to the black-white thing, but when you have Angel Reese, an up-and-coming star,
right?
You have
she
Caitlin
also
Clark
needs to probably pump the brakes on.
She can settle down.
Well, here's the thing:
you're here to see me too.
It's not even the here to see me. It's about the quote was, "It's about me."
Yeah.
So they need. It's a real thing. They need media training.
Yeah.
These girls need to learn how to do a fucking interview because there's ways to say what Angel Reese said without sounding so fucking conceited.
It is actually working though because I don't know Angel Reese's name until today.
Well, we talked about her before. We had her picture up here.
I know.
We had her ass on this fucking show.
But I forget her name every time I hear it and move on. But now I know it.
Well, she's claiming she's playing the heel character basically in this Caitlin Clark Angel Reese fucking thing. But it also the way it's being handled, it's gonna go as well as that Dan and Dave Olympics thing. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So that lasted about 6 months. But what she should have said, and what the team's fucking PR people should have coached her to say is like, look, if you're going to come out and you're going to say it's not just about fucking Caitlin Clark, it's not just about one person, you can't say it's about me. You need to say we all built this. That's how you get the fucking audience. Like, okay, I like her because you just said Caitlin's arrogant, right?
Yeah.
So people already don't like her. Now we get a second heel coming in. Who the fuck are we supposed to root for in this thing? I'm turning it off. Fuck these. Can we say bitches? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I guess we can because fuck that. We're not on ESPN.
Nappy head. No, I'm just kidding.
The Rutgers basketball team is just black and gross.
So roundabout 1980, the NBA had two young players, both very vocal, very arrogant, very brash. One was named Magic Johnson. One was named Larry Bird.
Keith just brought him up in the Facebook chat. Yeah,
you can literally do it again.
You could have
in the WNBA.
I don't know. They might have lost it.
No, you could just put them back to back, even if it's a simulation. You make that the show. Tell them to shut the fuck up and be good at basketball. Because I was looking at the stats the other day because I'm paying attention.
Sure.
Among rookies in WNBA, they lead in every category. One of them does. Right. Points is Caitlin. Rebounds is Angel. Assists is Caitlin. Steals is it's like they are
each other's 1A.
Yes, the league could benefit from having two really good stars forever. Like it could be a whole thing, but no, they're gonna fuck it up.
They're gonna fuck it up.
I follow a chef on Instagram. His whole thing is don't fuck it up. They're gonna fuck it up.
They're gonna fuck it up.
You can
see it from a mile away. It's like, look, yeah. As I said, in 2024, Pat could have said it a million times better. Mm-hmm. But you got to take that on the fucking chin because he's fucking praising the WNBA. He's talking about it. If I were Pat McAfee, I'd be like, all right, I'm sorry I called her a white bitch. I am never talking about the fucking WNBA.
The league does not exist to me. It's not worth finding out. He fucked around and found out.
And Stephen A. Smith, like I said, I didn't read the context of the article, so I'm just kind of going off of what I am assuming because it was said that someone on his fucking show called him out for not covering it. Well, he might have also seen what happened with fucking Pat and like, I'm not fucking up my money.
What can you say? Well, the thing with the Stephen A. too is he's divisive. He's a troublemaker. That's his whole shtick.
He's a loudmouth.
Yeah, and he's gonna fuck up his whole.
He can fuck it up real quick, especially if they're overly sensitive.
Have you ever heard his Stephen A.'s commentary on big booty women?
I don't believe I have. He screams a lot, so it kind of becomes white noise.
You don't not screaming. He's got a podcast where he talks about what he wants to talk about.
All right, I have not.
You need to find some clips.
All right, that's going to be tonight's edit fucking audio.
So Toucher and Hardy and Toucher and Rich have done it for months.
Yeah,
they'll pull audio, and they actually are convinced Stephen A. is saying things that they will hear to put on their show to promote him because he comes on their show during Super Bowl and they're friendly with him.
Yeah.
But there's no way he's saying this and not knowing we're pulling the audio. And he said he knows we pulled the audio. It's like, I like him big. He's got the whole Stephen A. sexy voice going on. I like a thick waist. I'm like, it is.
I'm not a Stephen A. fan. I'm not. Like,
I know what he's doing though. I know what he's doing.
My problem is with guys, him and fucking Mad Dog's another one. They're both on the same fucking show most of the day. And my problem is guys who start at a fucking 11.
Yeah.
You can't build anything. You can't build. There's no importance because everything is is peaking out.
So Stephen is a professional wrestler. He's what you want. He's a professional wrestler.
No. There's subtleties. There is. You can do subtleties to it. You got to build. You can start at a 7. You
got to talk like this.
You can start at a 7 and get. You can get louder.
Everybody's got to put a period after every word.
Don't do that accent. We might get canceled.
Who cares?
But no, I'm not a big fan of it. But you can tell the guy knows what the fuck he's doing. He's a brand. He knows his brand, and he knows how to fucking work his brand. So of course, if he knows that Boston, a top 10 fucking radio market, Toucher and Rich or Toucher and Hardy, #1 fucking sports show in that top 10 fucking market is talking. He knows every person that talks about him because,
of course,
that's your job. That is your fucking job to know who's playing your fucking audio, and then of course it's a show that you go on. Absolutely, you're going to tailor stuff to it. But also, Toucher and Hardy isn't the only fucking show he goes on across the fucking country. So he's doing it for all of them. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing.
It's great.
Yeah, of course.
I don't like Stephen A. I don't take him seriously as a commentator, but I like him. I like the idea of him that he's just being this character.
Right, exactly. Like as a viewer, it's not my thing, but he knows exactly who he is. Yep. And yeah, absolutely.
All right, we did it. We're going to take a piss.
Nothing else?
I mean, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are never going to happen.
Yeah.
That's over.
Yeah, so that fucked up our word of the week.
Who's the running back? And someone will know in the Facebook chat that wants to fight Jake Paul. He played in the NFL for years, and he's calling Jake Paul a pussy for dodging him. I can't think of his fucking name right now. He's an ex-NFL player who's actually a professional boxer now, and he would fucking ruin Jake Paul's life. He's like 32 years old, 34 years old, and Jake Paul's never fought someone under 40. He always picks these old fucks. And this ex-player that played for the Steelers is going to rip Jake Paul's head off, and Jake Paul's dodging him. And I can't think of his name.
But yeah, Tyson, what? Had a heart thing?
Ulcer.
Ulcer while training, so it's been postponed. They say they're going to put it back on, but
no. Today they came out that it's over.
It's over.
I thought it was over today. Yeah.
Well, either way, so I'm just going to do it right now. Word of the week was going to be redirection.
Okay.
It looks better spelt out than it does sounded out. Redirection, because during the Mike Tyson Jake Paul press conference, Tyson went on kind of a little tangent about how he was gonna like murder Jake Paul, but he was also getting erections during watching his fucking training videos. So redirection is what happens when you reject your own dick because it's acting gay. Stop it. It was
don't be gay. Show me your dick.
It was basically a lot of the guys on Sunday when Dan Bob popped the pants off.
Listen, if you weren't shoved up with Dan Bob's pants off, sultry dancing, you aren't even alive.
Knock it off. You're not supposed to be getting hard right now.
It's like when BMA was signing those guys' tits. I'm like, I kind of want to fuck that guy for a minute.
Yeah.
Hanging dong, joystick it.
Fucking, we got to see it.
Yeah, I want proof. I don't believe Lindsay. Imagine if it's the ultimate troll and she's not a fucking guy and it was just Lindsay being an asshole and giving me content.
That could also be true.
20 minutes of the show, I'll lie.
We'll find out in July. Stay tuned, fuckers.
I've told the boys I want to see a dick. I want to see the dick pic. No, in person. I want to touch it. Let's fucking be real here. All right, fine. I'll suck it. Fine, I'll suck it.
I'm not looking to touch it, but definitely.
Fine, I'll jerk her off.
We're gonna stand that broad up on stage and make her show us her dick.
Yeah, show me your dick. Is that legal in Mass? Can she show dick?
It's legal on our show.
I'll do the math. I'll find out.
Right.
It'll be amateur night. Can that chick show dick?
We'll need our full legal team.
I'll text Lawrence. I'm like, hey, listen, I got this chick with a huge dick. Can she hang dong?
Huge dick.
I mean, what if it's not hard? Is there a different rule? Because I mean, erections, that's different things. I know the girls can't legally touch their pussies, but like, can you touch your erection? What's the rules?
What are the rules?
What are the rules? I mean, I got nipples. Can you milk me?
This is also true.
Exactly. This is a very confusing situation. We'll get to the bottom of this by next week's show. Can we hang dong at the Cabaret?
Can we hang dong at the Cabaret in July when F Buddies is live on July 18th?
Listen. This
Listen. If
we can hang dong at the Cabaret,
listen.
I am going to give this person lots of money to go on stage at the Cabaret and drop it out.
Listen.
How much will it take for you to hang dong at the Cabaret? I'm saying $40.
Mm-hmm.
$40 dong is coming out.
Yeah.
40 plus tips, obviously. I'll buy her a beef.
That's the picture.
Just imagine
tits out, beef out, big black,
big floppy black dick hanging,
big fucking black hog,
just fucking cocked out, just a fucking mulatto. I can't say mulatto anymore, can I? Because it's a mixed race hog. Because that person wasn't full black. It was definitely a mixed race person.
No,
just a fucking floppy brown dong.
Yeah,
floppy brown dong.
Floppy brown dong.
If I say floppy brown dong enough, will that be the chapter name?
That's definitely going to be a chapter name.
All right, so floppy brown dong. We're ending with that.
We're closing out with that. Thank you for joining us on another week of F Buddies with Mike and Andy. Thank you to our sponsors, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, Ben Franklin Print Company, Twisted Fate Brewing in Danvers, Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, world famous Cabaret Lounge, Route 1 in Peabody, Nick's Pizza Subs and Roast Beef on Essex Street in Beverly, and Priority Capital, making your world our priority. Thank you to all our sponsors, and thank you to everybody who came out to FERG Fest. It was a fucking amazing day.
FERG Fest 2025 is fucking happening.
Congratulations.
If anyone knows anyone from Foreigner, can you reach out? Because maybe we're having them for the band next year. We'll see.
I mean, Foreigner.
Alice in Chains has 2 people left.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's maybe like half a guy left in Leonard Skinner, so let's get them too.
How about Men Without Hats? They can just fucking sing Safety Dance over and over again.
Yeah. Let's get
Devo.
Let's get fucking weird with it. Devo. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, let's get Devo.
We can do that with AI.
Even Ronnie James Dio, if you want to get weird. Let's get
dead.
Yeah, who cares? Look at Ozzy.
He's a
pop with toothpicks. Metallica cover band. It doesn't matter. We're gonna get somebody.
We're gonna have Jumptown.
We rap
on the main stage.
I want Jumptown to rap to the Converse outlet. Jesus. I want to hear him do what was that white bitch dude that he did he covered.
Brian nailed it.
What?
This is right in your fucking wheelhouse. Mini Kiss. Midget Kiss cover band.
That's a really good idea.
Fuck yeah.
That's a really good idea. Midget Kiss is such a good idea.
I mean,
all right, Midget Kiss.
We got to get some dwarfs for next year.
Yeah, we need midgets. That's what we're missing. No more beer man. We need midgets. We'll get 3 midgets for the price of 1 beer man.
They'll just take turns in the dunk tank.
I just want them in cowboy hats walking around. Fake riding like Happy Gilmore. Fake riding the plastic horse. That's what I want. That's my happy place.
They all get a little hat and a little horse, and that's their job all day.
Well, Grimace was there on Sunday, so it's close.
Hilarious that people didn't realize it.
No one ever does. My favorite.
Oh no, it was fucking Dan Bob who had a conversation with the man.
Yeah.
I missed talking to you. And you and I thought, you said it. I thought the same thing because I was standing right there. I'm like, he was definitely fucking there.
Yeah, I had a conversation with him. I called him by his Christian name.
We had the full discussion about you fucking dropping ass in the fucking cabaret that night.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
All right, we did.
All right, go fuck yourself.
All right, see you next Tuesday, cunts.